swing big, Red Sox fight, Orioles fly on Camden nights, Rays light up that Florida sky, Blue Jays soaring so dang high, Indians grind, the Tigers roar, Twins keep hitting, wanting more, White Sox flash, Royals play proud, Dr. Delay is calling every crowd, Astros climb, the Rangers ride, Mariners crash with ocean pride, A's still swing, Angels shine, baseball hearts on the line, under the stadium lights, whoa, fastballs fly through summer nights, crowds go wild, that sound ignites, Dr. Delay is alive, the game feels right, Braves bring heat, Mets go long, Philly fights with a victory song, Nationals reload, Marlins dive, it's MLB, we're all alive, Cubs in Wrigley cheer so loud, Cards and Reds draw every crowd, Brew Crew swinging, Pirates play bold, Steel City pride in the black and gold, Dodgers dash and Giants climb, Padres bring fire every time, Rockies rise in mountain air, D-back strike will meet them there, under the stadium lights, fastballs fly through summer nights, home run steals and extra fights, Dr. Delay is live, it's baseball nights, from Three Rivers to PNC nights, Pittsburgh power in the city lights, Dr. Delay calling every play, black and gold till the final day, let's go Bucks! Dr. Delay is alive, baseball is here. Oh, hot dogs, lights, and fans that cheer. Yankees swing big, Red Sox fight, Orioles fly on Camden nights, Rays light up that Florida sky, Blue Jays soaring so dang high, Indians grind, the Tigers roar, Twins keep hitting, wanting more, White Sox flash, Royals play proud, Dr. Delay is calling every crowd, Astros climb, the Rangers ride, Mariners crash with ocean pride, A's still swing, Angels shine, baseball hearts on the line, under the stadium lights, whoa, fastballs fly through summer nights, crowds go wild, that sound ignites, Dr. Delay is alive, the game feels right, Braves bring heat, Mets go long, Philly fights with a victory song, Nationals reload, Marlins dive, it's MLB, we're all alive, Cubs in Wrigley cheer so loud, Cards and Reds draw every crowd, Brew Crew swinging, Pirates play bold, Steel City pride in the black and gold, Dodgers dash and Giants climb, Padres bring fire every time, Rockies rise in mountain air, D-back strike will meet them there, under the stadium lights, fastballs fly through summer nights, home run steals and extra fights, Dr. Delay is live, it's baseball nights, from Three Rivers to PNC nights, Pittsburgh power in the city lights, Dr. Delay calling every play, black and gold till the final day, let's go Bucks! Dr. Delay is alive, baseball is here. Oh, hot dogs, lights, and fans that cheer. Yankees swing big, Red Sox fight, Orioles fly on Camden nights, Rays light up that Florida sky, Blue Jays soaring so dang high, Indians grind, the Tigers roar, Twins keep hitting, wanting more, White Sox flash, Royals play proud, Dr. Delay is calling every crowd, Astros climb, the Rangers ride, Mariners crash with ocean pride. stadium lights. Fastballs fly through summer nights. Home run steals and extra fights. Dr. Delay is live. It's baseball nights. From Three Rivers to PNC nights. Pittsburgh power in the city lights. Dr. Delay calling every play. Black and gold till the final day. Let's go, Bucks! Dr. Delay is alive, baseball is here. Hot dogs, lights, and fans that cheer. Yankees swing big, Red Sox fight, Orioles fly on Camden nights. Rays light up that Florida sky, Blue Jays soaring so dang high. Indians grind, the Tigers roar, Twins keep hitting, wanting more. White Sox flash, Royals play proud. Dr. Delay is calling every crowd. That's just climb, the Rangers ride, Mariners crash with ocean pride. A's still swing, Angels shine, baseball hearts on the line. Under the stadium lights, fastballs fly through summer nights. Crowds go wild, that sound ignites. Dr. Delay is alive, the game feels right. Braves bring heat, Mets go long. Philly fights with a victory song. Nationals reload, Marlins dive. It's MLB, we're all alive. Cubs in Wrigley cheer so loud. Cards and Reds draw every crowd. Brew crew swinging, Pirates play bold. Steel City pride in the black and gold. Dodgers dash and Giants climb. Padres bring fire every time. Rockies rise in mountain air. Deep back strike will meet them there. Under the stadium lights, fastballs fly through summer nights. Home run steals and extra fights. Dr. Delay is live. It's baseball nights. From Three Rivers to PNC nights. Pittsburgh power in the city lights. Dr. Delay calling every play. Black and gold till the final day. Let's go, Bucks! Dr. Delay is alive, baseball is here. Hot dogs, lights, and fans that cheer. Yankees swing big, Red Sox fight, Orioles fly on Camden nights. Rays light up that Florida sky, Blue Jays soaring so dang high. Indians grind, the Tigers roar, Twins keep hitting, wanting more. White Sox flash, Royals play proud. Dr. Delay is calling every crowd. That's just climb, the Rangers ride, Mariners crash with ocean pride. A's still swing, Angels shine, baseball hearts on the line. Under the stadium lights, fastballs fly through summer nights. Crowds go wild, that sound ignites. Dr. Delay is alive, the game feels right. Braves bring heat, Mets go long. Philly fights with a victory song. Nationals reload, Marlins dive. It's MLB, we're all alive. Cubs in Wrigley cheer so loud. Cards and Reds draw every crowd. Brew crew swinging, Pirates play bold. Steel City pride in the black and gold. Dodgers dash and Giants climb. Padres bring fire every time. Rockies rise in mountain air. Deep back strike will meet them there. Under the stadium lights, fastballs fly through summer nights. Home run steals and extra fights. Dr. Delay is live. It's baseball nights. From Three Rivers to PNC nights. Pittsburgh power in the city lights. Dr. Delay calling every play. Black and gold till the final day. Let's go, Bucks! Dr. Delay is alive, baseball is here. Oh! Hot dogs, lights, and fans that cheer. Yankees swing big, Red Sox fight, Orioles fly on Camden nights. Rays light up that Florida sky, Blue Jays soaring so dang high. Indians grind, the Tigers roar, Twins keep hitting, wanting more. White Sox flash, Royals play proud, Dr. Delay is calling every crowd. Astros climb, the Rangers ride, Mariners crash with ocean pride. A's still swing, Angels shine, baseball hearts on the line. Under the stadium lights, whoa, fastballs fly through summer nights. Crowds go wild, that sound ignites. Dr. Delay is alive, the game feels right. Braves bring heat, Mets go long, Philly fights with a victory song. Nationals reload, Marlins dive, it's MLB, we're all alive. Cubs in Wrigley cheer so loud, Cards and Reds draw every crowd. Brew crew swinging, Pirates play bold, Steel City pride in the black and gold. Dodgers dash and Giants climb, Padres bring fire every time. Rockies rise in mountain air, deep back strike will meet them there. Under the stadium lights, fastballs fly through summer nights. Home run steals and extra fights. Dr. Delay is live, it's baseball nights. From Three Rivers to PNC nights, Pittsburgh power in the city lights. Dr. Delay calling every play, black and gold till the final day. Let's go, Bucks! Woo! Dr. Delay is alive, baseball is here. Oh! Hot dogs, lights, and fans that cheer. Yankees swing big, Red Sox fight, Orioles fly on Camden nights. Rays light up that Florida sky, Blue Jays soaring so dang high. Indians grind, the Tigers roar, Twins keep hitting, wanting more. White Sox flash, Royals play proud, Dr. Delay is calling every crowd. Astros climb, the Rangers ride, Mariners crash with ocean pride. A's still swing, Angels shine, baseball hearts on the line. Under the stadium lights, whoa, fastballs fly through summer nights. Crowds go wild, that sound ignites. Dr. Delay is alive, the game feels right. Braves bring heat, Mets go long, Philly fights with a victory song. Nationals reload, Marlins dive, it's MLB, we're all alive. Cubs in Wrigley cheer so loud, Cards and Reds draw every crowd. Brew crew swinging, Pirates play bold, Steel City pride in the black and gold. Dodgers dash and Giants climb, Padres bring fire every time. Rockies rise in mountain air, deep back strike will meet them there. Under the stadium lights, fastballs fly through summer nights. Home run steals and extra fights. Dr. Delay is live, it's baseball nights. From Three Rivers to PNC nights, Pittsburgh power in the city lights. Dr. Delay calling every play, black and gold till the final day. Let's go, Bucks! Woo! Dr. Delay is alive, baseball is here. Oh! Hot dogs, lights, and fans that cheer. Yankees swing big, Red Sox fight, Orioles fly on Camden nights. Rays light up that Florida sky, Blue Jays soaring so dang high. Indians grind, the Tigers roar, Twins keep hitting, wanting more. swinging Pirates play bold. Steel City pride in the black and gold. Hey! Dodgers dash and Giants climb. Padres bring fire every time. Rockies rise in mountain air. D-back strike will meet them there. Under the stadium lights, fastballs fly through summer nights. Home run steals and extra fights. Dr. Delay is live. It's baseball nights from Three Rivers to PNC nights. Pittsburgh power in the city lights. Dr. Delay calling every play. Black and gold till the final day. Let's go, Bucks! Dr. Delay is alive, baseball is here. Oh, hot dogs, lights, and fans that cheer. Yankees swing big, Red Sox fight, Orioles fly on Camden nights. Rays light up that Florida sky, Blue Jays soaring so dang high. Indians grind, the Tigers roar, Twins keep hitting, wanting more. White Sox flash, Royals play proud. Dr. Delay is calling every crowd. Astros climb, the Rangers ride, Mariners crash with ocean pride. A's still swing, Angels shine, baseball hearts on the line. Under the stadium lights, fastballs fly through summer nights. Crowds go wild, that sound ignites. Dr. Delay is alive, the game feels right. Braves bring heat, Mets go long. Philly fights with a victory song. Nationals reload, Marlins dive. It's MLB, we're all alive. Cubs in Wrigley cheer so loud. Cards and Reds draw every crowd. Brew crew swinging, Pirates play bold. Steel City pride in the black and gold. Hey! Dodgers dash and Giants climb. Padres bring fire every time. Rockies rise in mountain air. D-back strike will meet them there. Under the stadium lights, fastballs fly through summer nights. Home run steals and extra fights. Dr. Delay is live. It's baseball nights from Three Rivers to PNC nights. Pittsburgh power in the city lights. Dr. Delay calling every play. Black and gold till the final day. Let's go, Bucks! Dr. Delay is alive, baseball is here. Oh, hot dogs, lights, and fans that cheer. Yankees swing big, Red Sox fight, Orioles fly on Camden nights. Rays light up that Florida sky, Blue Jays soaring so dang high. Indians grind, the Tigers roar, Twins keep hitting, wanting more. White Sox flash, Royals play proud. Dr. Delay is calling every crowd. Astros climb, the Rangers ride, Mariners crash with ocean pride. A's still swing, Angels shine, baseball hearts on the line. Under the stadium lights, fastballs fly through summer nights. Crowds go wild, that sound ignites. Dr. Delay is alive, the game feels right. Braves bring heat, Mets go long. Philly fights with a victory song. Nationals reload, Marlins dive. It's MLB, we're all alive. Cubs in Wrigley cheer so loud. Cards and Reds draw every crowd. Brew crew swinging, Pirates play bold. Steel City pride in the black and gold. Hey! Dodgers dash and Giants climb. Padres bring fire every time. Rockies rise in mountain air. D-back strike will meet them there. Under the stadium lights, fastballs fly through summer nights. Home run steals and extra fights. Dr. Delay is live. delay is a lie.
How's it going, everybody? I, of course, am Dr. Delay, and I am ready for some Pirates baseball. Hopefully everyone is as well, or just here for a good game. I, of course, am Dr. Delay. How is it going, everybody? Pirates baseball is back once again. Let me go ahead and button it up. Gotta look professional here. Gotta look professional. But anyway, yes, the Pittsburgh Pirates are back as I am trying to figure this out. Okay, we'll have the strike zone up there and all that good stuff. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Hopefully all is well with you guys. Appreciate you, Ricky Yin. Drago, good to see you. Matt, let's go Bucks, you know it. Sean, good to see you. Matthew, good to see you. Bill, how's it going? Adrian, appreciate you, man. Seeing that you're putting a lot of money. Be careful, Adrian. Let's see here. Goku's nephew, good to see you. Indian Red Wolf, good to see you as well. George, again, as always, a pleasure to see you guys. We got some baseball again. The Pirates coming in. You know, spending a little bit more money this year. We'll see if it actually holds up or not. And, of course, again, as you can see, I messed up on the scroll. Still left that from yesterday. But as you can see, or the Mets, again, just a game out last year. We'll see if they can make it happen this year. They have a completely new team, it seems like. But, yeah. Let's see. There we go. That looks a lot better. What do you guys think? All right, that's great. Let's see here. Let's get the doctor is in. Yes, sir. Bill and the bankroll for tonight. Yes, Sweet 16. A lot of action on the channel for me as well. Noting against Brewers fans, you're just mad about the Cubs losing. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's tough. Again, good to see you, Sean. Appreciate you for tuning in. Betting is your job in life here in Vegas. All right. Well, hey, good stuff. Good stuff. That must be a pretty chill life, but then again, not so much if bets don't go your way. But appreciate you, Adrian, for tuning in for this one. Tron, how's it going, man? Good luck today. You have to root for the Buccos. You have Peralta, Lindor, and Beatty. That's okay. I totally understand. Starting lineups were announced earlier as the Mets are taking the field. O'Neal Cruz going to be leading off for the Pirates. Brendan Lau batting second. Brian Reynolds, he'll be batting third. Marcell Ozuna going to be in the cleanup. Ryan O'Hearn batting fifth. Jared Triolo batting sixth. Spencer Horwitz batting seventh. Nick Gonzalez batting eighth. Henry Davis batting ninth for the Pirates. Then for the Mets, of course, well, we'll get to them whenever they're about to be up. Again, appreciate you guys for tuning in. Hopefully, again, it's a good one. So we won't be doing the MLB version of it because they issued a copyright strike against me last night. So I'm not even going to go and look on their website. So that is kind of my protest for what they did. So any ad revenue I got last night will be going to the MLB. So I am very salty about it. It is what it is. So we'll be sticking on with ESPN. Matt Vasgersian. Yes, I know. He was the announcer last night. It was really nice. It was like MLB The Show when growing up. It was so nice. Pitt F5. Not sure what F5 is, but appreciate you, Troy, for tuning in. Bill of Baseball, let it ride. There you go. Going to start doing Cardinals and D-backs highlights on your channel. Nice. Good luck. Good luck, man. Good luck with that. Again, the D-backs, they should be very exciting, but again, they also can just, you know, allow a lot of runs. They can put up runs and allow a lot of runs. And then for the Cardinals, they might be a struggle this year. It does look like, no shocker, the Mets are the favorite. Of course, the Pirates obviously have Paul Skeens today, but the hitting for the Pirates is just kind of, you know, it's not that great. Should be a little bit better this year. And, of course, even if they're an average offense, you could see that team in the playoffs. I'm not even kidding. That's just how good the pitching is. But, of course, again, without that run support, it doesn't matter. As we saw last year, one of the worst offenses in the league, probably the worst, maybe just ahead of the Rockies, if even that, I don't even know. And even despite the pitching, they still went, I believe, 71 and 91. So not very good for the Pirates. Again, if they just get average run support, get 4 runs a game, you could see that team in the playoffs. I'm not even kidding. And as for the Mets, again, covered their last game. That was, well, not maybe the last game, but we flipped to them as I believe the Reds, I think, had just won. So then we went to the Mets, and of course, a heartbreaking loss for them on the last day of the season, eliminating them from the playoffs. They're looking, of course, to kind of reload and see how they can go this year. I think, again, they have a lot of potential, but it's been the same story again last year. It was a lot of potential. So we'll see again with the new additions. They look to be a loaded lineup. Again, we'll be revealing that in the bottom, or about to be whenever we get to the bottom of the first. A really solid lineup. So yeah, again, thank you guys for tuning in. Again, if you're a Pirates fan, make sure to subscribe. Of course, the Mets, hey, I won't turn you away. Of course, I will be prioritizing the Pirates. The goal is to cover about 120 Pirates games this year. Last year, I did about 70. I did 77, I think. This year, trying to get to 120. I think we'll be able to do it. And, of course, bounce around Major League Baseball because, again, got a lot of different fans in different, you know, Sean, again, here, a Giants fan. We got some Diamondbacks fans. We got a lot of Brewers fans on the channel. Reds fans. So, again, well, of course, that's easy to do in the NL Central. But you get what I'm saying. We'll be bouncing around Major League Baseball. You're worried about your Giants. That was a rough one last night, Bob, but appreciate you tuning in. Copyright strike, yeah, apparently they flagged the ads I showed. So, I mean, it's not like, again, I was trying to show their ads. It was just on the picture or on the screen, and they issued the copyright strike. So, no more MLB.com for me. Royals are in trouble against Atlanta tomorrow. Well, you know, it's early. Obviously, we haven't even had anything. You know, no pitches have been thrown, no swings or no nothing. I think the Royals can be pretty good. First 5 innings. All right, appreciate you, Troy. Gotcha. Yeah, I'm not, you know, a sports bettor myself. I do pull for all you guys whenever you guys do, you know, sports bet and all that good stuff. Offense was terrible. Yeah, they looked like the Pirates last night. That's not ideal. Hey, Doc, at work and just checking to wish the Pirates luck and smash the like button. Appreciate you, Orville. Appreciate you for tuning in. I know you're a happy guy with the Yankees last night. Pirates, oh yeah, Detroit fan. Gotcha, Tigers. We have some Tigers fans. Very little. We have more Lions than Tigers. Maybe they're the same. They haven't let me know if they're Tigers fans or not. Happy Homer Day. Good to see you, Thomas. Appreciate you for tuning in. Henry Davis has to hit one. He's got to get at least a hit. He's got to get something going for his bat. His bat has just been pretty terrible at the, you know, at the dish. Like button. Appreciate you, Drago. Start the year 0-1. That's not good. Drago, again, appreciate you tuning in. Thank you again for your support. Again, whenever we're ready, we'll be sure to, again, I'm sure the screen will change and all that good stuff. But, again, appreciate you guys tuning in. Always, never hesitate. Never hesitate to chat down below if this is your first time here. Again, I try to get to the chat. The chat will forever and always be a big part of the channel. So never hesitate on that part. Never hesitate. But, of course, again, the game will take priority, but the chat is just as nearly, if not a bigger priority in a way. Because I do enjoy talking to you guys. Appreciate you guys, again, letting the small channel call the game for you. But we won't be a small channel for long. Man, again, Juan Soto was taking the field earlier, but then they kind of, I guess, called everybody back in the dugout because I see Soto back in the dugout. So that was kind of weird. Looks like they're going to start now. I don't really quite know. Looks like the Mets are now taking the field. So they're taking the field again. I'm not even kidding. That actually happened. They went on the field, called the ball back. No idea. Do you have Lions and Tigers and Bears? Oh, my. Yes, we do. Your Phillies lost Eovaldi and the Rangers. Oh, wow. Oh, host. Yes, the Phillies. I know JJ was talking about Eovaldi opening day against the Phillies. Thought it'd be DeGrom. Who do you have on the World? I don't even know. I mean, hoping maybe Italy, I imagine. I'm not too sure. Yankees peaked too soon, 100%. Peaked way too soon. Once again, the starting lineups: O'Neal Cruz, last year OPS of 676. Brandon Lau, Brian Reynolds, Marcell Ozuna, Ryan O'Hearn, Jared Triolo, Spencer Horwitz, Nick Gonzalez, and then Henry Davis. That is your starting lineup for the Pirates. We'll see again if that team, this lineup can just be, again, average. That is all we're asking for as from the Pirates. Dr. Lay's chat is the best of the best. Pretty good. Pretty solid. A1 chat. Completely agree. Is Soto hurt already? Will he bat over 250? I don't know, but his on-base percentage will be over 400, and that's what really matters. But I do agree, putting bat to ball is important. Looks like we are changing over here. Wonder if I'll get in trouble for showing that. I don't know. Hopefully I'll just be more attentive. Peralta still warming up. Juan Soto in left, Robert in center, Benj in right, Bo Bichette at third, Francisco Lindor at short, Marcus Semien at second, Jorge Polanco going to be at first. Freddie Peralta, obviously the starting pitcher, Francisco Alvarez the catcher. So there you go. That is your defensive alignment for the New York Mets in their pinstripes. Looking really a nice classic uniform. O'Neal Cruz getting a haircut, of course, during spring training. As we are about ready for first pitch, folks. Baseball season is back. So Freddie Peralta, of course, the former Brewer, knows these Pirates very well as O'Neal Cruz digging in, ready to begin this MLB season. Last year, 20 homers, 61 RBIs for O'Neal Cruz. First pitch is going to be outside for ball one. And again, we are underway in New York. Freddie Peralta, really, he's a stud. He's a stud of a pitcher. As Peralta sets on the 1-0, kicks and deals. And that's a big cut and a big miss. And it's 1-1. Though if you're watching the telecast, it would say 0-1. Now it is 1-1. Mets are a totally different team. Yes, a lot of turnover for sure. Over for the Cubs opening day win against the Nationals. Alex Bregman was hitting pretty hot the last few days. So I appreciate you, Chris, for tuning in. Hey, man, the Cubs, I think, can be really good this year. I would expect them to be at the top of the NL Centrals. That's going to be in there for a called strike. 96 on the fastball. How's it going, Russell? Good to see you once again. Will they make the playoffs? I think they will. We'll see, though. 1-2 count. Peralta delivers as that's a breaking ball in the dirt. Even the count at 2-2. Mets pitching could be something with the young arms. Play ball. Oh, yeah. Hi, how's it going, Brandon? Good to see you. 2-2 count here. Peralta sets. Cruz awaiting. As here's the 2-2. Check the swing. Did he go? Did he go? He did not. Breaking ball in the dirt. 3-2. Have the Phillies host and swap on the scoreboard home logo and home score to get. No, definitely didn't. No. Yeah, that's a classic. 3-2 count to Cruz. As here's the pitch, and Cruz sends this left, and that will become a souvenir. Pirates, by the way, wearing their black jerseys, not the P. Of course, it's the Pittsburgh script and the kind of the cursive font there. It looks really nice. Maybe it's not cursive, but it looks really fancy. Here's the 3-2. That's going to be poked to center, and that's going to drop in for a base hit. So O'Neal Cruz gets the first hit of the year for the Pittsburgh Pirates, leading off. Good stuff. So I don't know if they're doing their little thing. I don't know what it is. But anyway, batting second is Brandon Lau. Of course, acquired him in the offseason, looking to kind of, again, get this offense going. This offense that has struggled mightily over the past few years. And again, that was the big bat the Pirates acquired. Runner on first, nobody out, and a pickoff attempt. Cruz is back safe and sound. Of course, Cruz, big guy. He's like 6'7", 230, but like this guy can run. Brandon Lau, again, 31 homers last year with Tampa Bay. Pretty solid bat. I'll take 30 home runs. I don't remember the last time I've seen a Pirates guy hit 30. Here's the pitch as Lau sends this to right. And it's still going. It's at the wall. That's gone. Clear the deck. Cannonball coming. The Pittsburgh Pirates send it out of here. Brandon Lau, 337. Oh, it looked like it was going to be a pop fly, and Senj just kept going back and back slowly but surely. Leapt at the wall, just inches away from the glove, and the Pirates take an early 2-0 lead over the Mets. Unbelievable, just out of nowhere. That is what the Pirates need. As back on the field, Brian Reynolds stepping in at the plate. Switch hitter batting left. Here's the pitch. That's going to be in there for a called strike at the knee. It's going to show a replay. This looked like a pop fly to right. And Senj, again, just kind of steadily going back, and then he starts running at the wall, and again, just barely going over it. 0-1, here's the pitch. That's hit to left. That one's going to be foul. The Pirates leading 2-0. Unbelievable. Let's see what the chat's saying here. Braves going to rebound. I think they'll be really good. Listening. Appreciate you, Antonio. Nick saying the Mets will win. They may, but right now, not looking good. Can't walk this guy. Cannot. 0-2 count here to Reynolds. As Peralta sets, kicks, and deals. And it's going to be, a swing and a miss. He struck him out way outside the zone. I think Reynolds wanted to get involved there. Marcell Ozuna will be at the plate again. Nobody on, one out. That's going to redeem. Good to see you. As Cardinals fan, can't see our teams fight for fourth. Yeah, I hope the Pirates will be contending. But yeah, I totally get it. Playing on NBC, yes. Get some base runners early. Yes, they did. All right, here is the pitch to Ozuna. That's going to be in there for a called strike. 94. Yeah, I can't believe it. Sweet leadoff hit. I know. It's looking pretty good for the Pirates. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. That's a big swing and a miss. Strike 2. Breaking ball looks like Peralta settling down. Yeah, I know. I can't believe it. Wow, with sneaky power. We'll take it. 0-2 count to Ozuna. Peralta delivers. That's a swing and a miss. He struck him out. Breaking ball in the dirt. Looks like the Pirates just swinging at everything now. I guess they're thinking Peralta is some scrub. I guarantee you that's not the case. But Peralta, again, pretty good. It's over for the Mets. That's not, no. That is not the case. Oh, my goodness. I can't believe that happened. All right, Peralta kicks and deals to O'Hearn as that's a swing and a miss. Again, another bat acquired in the offseason. Ryan O'Hearn last year with Baltimore and San Diego. OPS north of 800. 803, 17 homers, 63 RBIs. Here's the 0-1 as that is outside 1-1. How's it going, Ultimate? Good to see you. Astros and Angels are playing nice. You see the joy. I was shocked. Genuinely shocked and happy. 1-1 count. Peralta kicks and deals. That's a breaking ball outside. 2-1. How's it going, Michael? Good to see you. Skeens get some help early. It's always nice. The big K. Oh, yeah. Peralta needs to 10 strikeouts. Oh, my gosh. I hope not. 2-1. Peralta delivers as that's cut on and sent to left, and that will be a souvenir. Astros playing the Angels at Daikin Park. Yeah, I saw that's the new name. I don't like it. Minute Maid's what I'll just call it. What do you miss? Again, you missed a home run by Brandon Lau. 2-2 counts as Peralta rocks and fires. Called strike 3 at the knees. He struck him out. But not before a 2-run shot by Brandon Lau, putting the Pirates up early. Just a ball that just kept going and going and going. Just barely going over the fence. 2-0 Pittsburgh over New York. Early World Series pick. Probably Dodgers, sadly. I don't know. Probably Dodgers. I don't want to, I know it's easy. They play tonight. Good stuff. Dodgers versus some ALT. I know. Yeah, pick one. It's not Bednar. He's with the Yankees. Not sure the Pirates. Oh, you're talking about the closer. Oh, yeah. I'm sorry, Thomas. It's going to be Dennis Santana. Dennis Santana, I expect to be the main closer. Now, apparently, I saw this late last night. The Pirates might be rotating that closer spot. I don't know. I think Santana deserves it. But that's just me. I think Santana's really good. Had an ERA in the low 2s or in the 1s last year. I don't see why it wouldn't be him. I know Gregory Soto can be really good, but he can also be really terrible. So I don't know why that would be the case. Pirates Royals World Series, I'd love it. I would love it. Stan Belinda. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think he's the... Yeah, Bednar's on the Yankees. Can't believe Kutch is a Ranger. I can't either, but I'll tell you what. I'm happy that he's playing. I think he's going to do well. He's got a lot of motivation to play well. And honestly, so I've already kind of thought this through for the Pirates here. If Marcell Ozuna doesn't work out and McCutcheon is playing well and the Rangers kind of, iffy, why not trade for him later down the road? We'll see again how it goes. But I think McCutcheon can play in the field. It's not like he's a bum out there. He can still move. But I don't know. I don't know. But anyway, if Ozuna produces, we're fine. But if he doesn't, and McCutcheon is, I say make the deal happen. Cheap saves in fantasy. Oh, yeah. McCutcheon went to Texas. He can still play. He can still play. How you doing? I'm doing all right, DJ. Pirates leading 2-0 as Polskin's on the mound. Getting ready to begin the bottom of the first inning. 1.97 ERA last year. Would you believe it? He went 10-10. As Skeens delivers first pitch, going to be just outside. Ball one. Francisco Lindor at the plate. Again, the starting lineup here. Francisco Lindor, Juan Soto, Bo Bichette, Jorge Polanco, Luis Robert Jr., Brett Beatty, Marcus Semien, Carson Bench, and Francisco Alvarez, as that's going to be way outside. Ball two to Lindor. Lindor last year with an OPS of 811. Again, a different lineup from the Mets. Again, obviously no Pete Alonso, but they've made up for it by acquiring a lot of talent. As that pitch is outside. Ball three. So Paul Skeens having some trouble early as well. So 3-0. Paul Skeens again trying to, well, hopefully he doesn't walk the opening batter. Here's the pitch. That's going to be called. Strike on the outside corner. Lindor thinking about it. Look back at the dugout like, yeah, do I do the ABS? I think it was definitely a little bit outside, but it is what it is. 3-1 count here to Lindor as Skeens delivers. That's going to be a called strike at the knees, maybe a little bit low. Looks like it may have caught it. I don't know. 3-2. Skeens again. Well, looks like Lindor's going to call for time. 3-2 counts. Streaming's YouTube feature. We'll take it. We need that. We need that. Usually that's the case for football, not for anything else. But I will gladly take it. Thank you guys again for tuning in. Letting the small channel call some games. I know there's a lot of other streamers calling the opening day here. As here's the 3-2, and that's going to be poked foul. Colorado has a really good record for women. 37-1. Wow, pretty good. You'll give me Brett Beatty for Dennis Santana. I'm good. Let's see. Lindor is a dangerous hitter. He is. Again, batted. He had 31 home runs last year. Here's the pitch. Check to swing. Did he go? He did not. And Lindor, that's an opening walk for Francisco Lindor and the Mets. Let's see, did he go there? No, he did a good job of holding back. Paul Skeens a little bit wild early. Opening up with the walk. And that will bring up the very fearsome Juan Soto. Juan Soto, pretty solid. Man on at first, nobody out. As Skeens sets in, fires, showing bunt, then pulls back. What in the world was that? 98 on the gun, 0-1 counts. That should let Vientos play third or DH. Vientos, where is he? Is he on the team? Or is he on the bench? If he's on the bench, dang, what a lineup. Here is the pitch. That's going to be low. Ball one. I know he was on the team last year. I'd have to check. I'd have to click on some things there. 1-1 count to Juan Soto. Soto's just chilling. Skeens sets from the stretch. And that's going to be ripped foul, as that was a low liner there. 34 likes already. Appreciate it, guys. Thank you guys very much. Let's see here. Let's get... Again, hopefully the crowd noise isn't too overbearing. Hopefully it's good, or is it too high, too low? Let me know down below if you'd like. Skeens sets and fires, and that's going to be poked foul. As Soto's just staying alive. 90 miles an hour on the changeup, by the way. I know that's still crazy to me just to think about. That 90 is an off-speed pitch. 1-2 as Skeens looks over at first. Lindor with a nice lead. Skeens delivers, and that's going to be hit to right center, and that's going to drop in for a base hit. Cruz is there. He's going to throw to third, and he is barely safe. Good throw from Cruz. but Lindor just too fast. And we got runners on the corners for the Mets with still nobody out. He pulled a step up. Yeah, no kidding. The Pirates. Well, again, the Mets looking pretty good offensively. That was pretty close. Oh, my goodness. Tell you what, that was a lot closer than I thought. I don't know if they're going to challenge. Regardless, Bo Bichette coming to the plate. Again, runners on the corners, nobody out. Bo Bichette, his first at-bat as a Met. Matt Vasgersian just copied me. That's always nice. Last year, batted .311, 18 homers, OPS of .840. As Skeen sets and delivers. That's going to be in there for a called strike. You're liking the NBC scoreboard? Me too. It's really nice. NBC usually does a great job with their baseball scorebugs. I mean, of course, the local networks and all that. They just have great scorebugs in general. Pickoff attempt at Soto, and that is not able to be happening there. This is trouble. Yeah, I'm assuming trouble. It is a little bit of trouble here for the Pirates. Again, 0-1 here to Bo Bichette. Nobody out. Runners on the corners. Not ideal. If you're a Pirates fan, if you're a Mets fan, you're kind of loving it right now. As Skeen sets, kicks, and deals. And that's in there for a called strike on the outside corner. 97 on the gun. Let me go ahead and mute my phone here. Didn't realize it was making noise. 0-2 count as Skeen sets and fires. Oh, and he checked his swing. Did it hit him? Did not. Yes, it went off the bat. That was high and in, almost. Oh, wow. Yeah, no, just kind of went off the end of the bat there. 34-game winning streak. Wow, pretty good. You'll be busy with March Madness and Frozen 4 tonight. Yeah, same here. I'll be doing a lot of that over the coming days. 0-2 count as Skeen sets and delivers. That's going to be poked to right. This may get in a run as he makes the catch at the line. Lindor is going to tag up, and the Mets are on the board 2-1. So looks that's a RBI sac fly there for Bo Bichette. And that will bring up Jorge Polanco playing first base. Yeah, now I'll be doing both of the games tonight and tomorrow. Well, not both of them, because obviously there's 4 of them. But I'll be doing 2 games tonight, 2 games tomorrow for the Sweet 16. And, of course, in the weekend as well. Again, Polanco at the plate. Switch hitter batting left as that's going to be inside. Ball 1. Last year, OPS of .821. 26 homers last year with the Mariners. Batted .265. As Skeen sets. And another pickoff attempt. And he is back safe and sound. Soto, I guess, taking some aggressive leads. Play stay in March Madness. Got a bunch of teams. The ones I'm covering Iowa, Nebraska. And I don't remember the other game. I don't know. I can probably look at it. Houston, Illinois. That's right. 1-0 count here again. Skeens delivers as that's going to be a grounder, and that's going foul. Way out in front of it. It's going to be a high-scoring game unless it gets out of the jam. Yeah. I mean, I don't know if the runs will continue. I don't know, but it would be an exciting opening day for sure. I'm sure that's what MLB wants. They want a lot of runs. As Skeens fires, and that's going to be a tapper right in front. Skeens gets it, and he's just going to have to hold on to it. Oh, just a little tapper right down the third base line, kind of in that no man's land. As the Mets will keep it going. That'll bring up Luis Robert Jr. playing center field again, a long-time White Sox. And the Mets with a revamped lineup. It's very impressive. Very impressive. Iowa, Nebraska, Illinois, Houston. Yep, that's what I got. Skeens looking back at second, and here's the pitch. As that's a swing and a miss, strike one. Fooled him with the slider as he was way out in front. 20 pitches, not good. Yeah, both pitchers will settle. You'd expect so. Last year, OPS of 661, 14 homers. Not ideal, not really the year we're used to for Robert. Here's the pitch as that's way outside, 1-1. Again, runners on first and second, one out here in the bottom of the first. Pirates, of course, with the lead, thanks to Brandon Lau, but the Mets trying to at least tie it up, looking for more. As Skeens delivers, that's going to be popped up towards left, and that will get out of play as that'll be a souvenir. Get a strikeout or a ground ball. I'll take either. A ground ball that finds a glove in the infield, personally. That would be best. 1-2 count as Skeens sets. Kicks and deals. And that's a foul ball. I thought it was a strikeout there, but he just got a piece of it. Early outing for Skeens, potentially already at 23 pitches. I mean, honestly, though, with how pitchers go now, I mean, 5 innings, I mean, that seems to be, you know, what it is. I mean, that seems to be like the usual. So I'll take 5 innings. And we're going to see how that Pirates bullpen is. Here's the 1-2 as this is cranked to left, but that one is going foul. That's in the upper deck. These ace pitchers sometimes struggle in April. Yep. Would you rather have Skeens or Skubal? Oh, Skeens all the way. I mean, Skubal's really, he's great too. I mean, he's it's 1A, 1B. He's amazing, but give me Skeens. He's already on the Pirates, so it makes it easier. As Skeens will step off. Kind of a rough start for Paul Skeens. Really, we noticed this kind of yesterday. Some of the World Baseball Classic players for the United States. Again, Logan Webb did not have a good day. Aaron Judge did not have a good day at all. Here's the 1-2 as that's going to be poked right, and that one again, foul. So, yeah, I don't know. The USA players seem to be kind of struggling out the gates. We'll see if that continues throughout opening day and as more teams will play. But that is kind of my impression. Here's the 1-2. That's a breaking ball outside. 2-2 as the Mets crowd really enjoying this at bat. A lot of pitches, yep. First team to 50 wins. I don't know about that. Patel made a dumb decision letting Webb pitch in the 5th. Yeah, I think he should have been pulled. Oh, he's kind of settling down, but I get it. 2-2, here's the pitch, as that's a chopper, and that's going foul, and Skeens with a rough first inning, and that'll continue. Fact or fiction, Skubal struggles. Fiction. I think he'll probably be fine because he went home early. Judge on pace for 648 strikeouts. Yep, there you go. That is definitely attainable. 2-2 count here to Luis Roberts. Again, runners on first and second, one out. Skeens fires. That's in the dirt. Ball 3. Handled well by Henry Davis. Good stoppage there to keep it in front of him because that was looking like a free pass for sure. You want Skubal on the Phillies? I think everyone wants them on. Wants Skubal on any team really. I mean, he's great. Here's the 3-2. Ball 4, and he walked him. Luis Robert will take first. The bases are loaded for the Mets. And that will bring up Brett Beatty. And now we're going to have a mound visit here in the first inning for Paul Skeens. Unbelievable. As the Mets, again, they may have Skeens' number here. Again, still, it's in April, obviously. But the Mets, they are chanting, "Let's go Mets." It is loud here in Citi Field. It's going to be fine. Yeah, Pirates against... No, they're not getting someone. Actually, they are. Oh, my gosh. You're not even kidding. I don't... Oh, wow. This is shocking. I think it's Johan Ramirez. What's up, Dr. Lane? Good luck against the Mets. Dodgers open them against the Arizona tonight. Like always, you're the man. You're the man. Appreciate you, Raider, for tuning in. Have action in the bullpen. Yeah. You should have traded Skeens. Yeah, 100% should have traded Skeens. 100%, obviously. No, he'll be a Pirate till 2030 at the very least. Read 'em and weep, boys. Yeah, apparently we're warming them up, though. It's crazy. Brett Beatty at the plate. Bases loaded. 1 out here in the first. We got action in the bullpen. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Didn't realize the bots would be out, so we're going to go ahead and turn it on slow mode at the end of the inning. If it ever comes, we might be in the bottom of the first in the next hour. I don't know. Skeen sets, kicks, and deals. As Beatty sends this to center. Cruz is on the run, and he misplayed it. It goes over his head. 1 run's going to score. Looks like 2 more coming right after him. Throw to the plate, and he is safe, and the Mets lead. I believe it's 4-2. Unbelievable. The Mets with the miracle inning. That was a triple by Brett Beatty, clearing the bases essentially. He's chilling at third, and still 1 out for the Mets. 4-2, 6 runs already in this inning. Unbelievable. That's gonna bring up Marcus Semien coming over from the Rangers. As again, the Mets just looking to add more. Here's the pitch, and that's gonna be sent to center. Cruz is under it. He doesn't know where the ball is. It drops. Oh, it dropped again. Unbelievable. Another run scores. Semien's at second. The Pirates collapsing. O'Neal Cruz again. You know, if you're familiar with O'Neal Cruz, all the talent in the world, I guess, offensively, but defensively in center. He is a problem. He's been a problem for a long time. Well, really since last year. As, again, that is just a bummer. Oh, my goodness. This inning will continue in the form of Carson Bench making his MLB debut, as that's a swing and a miss. Strike 1. Paul Skeens with a disastrous start, more so for the Pirates defensively. Or maybe O'Neal Cruz again. He took a step in on the previous at bats, as that's going to be a swing and a miss. Strike 2. Cruz gets benched. He should be. Errors. He had the most last year. Defensive runs saved -14. That's tied for the second worst. O'Neal Cruz just not good defensively. He should probably be DHing, honestly. Here's the 0-2, as that's a swing and a miss. He struck him out. Sorry I'm not as passionate about the strikeout there, but that's a rough one. You want Beatty for Santana? No. Cruz needs to wear sunglasses. Yeah, he does. Skeen's not going to make it out of the top of the first, apparently. Season's over. Unbelievable. It's only March. That is true. A triple indeed. Bullpen, yes. Pirates imploding. They are. All right, this is Francisco Alvarez. Here's the pitch, as that's going to be in there for a called strike. Cruz have a platoon partner, I'm sure. How are we feeling about the Pirates? Yes. Whoever has Paul in fantasy, it's a bad day. It is a bad day. 0-1 count to Alvarez. Here's the pitch. That's going to be inside. Oh, and it hit him on the elbow. Just got a piece of him. And looks like that is going to flip the lineup over. And Francisco Lindor is going to be at the plate again. Went off the game. You know, he already batted this inning. Skeens probably get traded. Oh yeah, Pirates are definitely going to ship him out after this one. Oh my goodness! Paul Skeens won't even last the first inning. Paul Skeens is done. The Mets knock out Paul Skeens. O'Neal Cruz. They zoom in on him. Paul Skeens looks towards O'Neal, just a little glance. And now he's going to head to the dugout. Pittsburgh's going to the bullpen. Unbelievable. Pirates and me were all happy about 20 minutes ago. But obviously things can change like that in baseball. Unbelievable. So the Pirates will have to go without Skeens the rest of the way, as it's going to be a bullpen game. Eddie's hot 2-run triple. Yeah, Brady for... Now I'm good. 6 runs in the first. It does look really good. Mets are heckling Skeens off the field. They are. He's out on the mound, and he's not happy. Yeah, he's done. It's a tough sport. It is. It is a tough sport, you know? That's just the way it goes sometimes. Some days you're looking like the Cy Young winner, and some days you look like, well, this. And Skeens will have a, what's his ERA? Of course, he's still responsible for another runner. Or 2 runners. I don't know if he's going to be responsible for the guy at second, because that was definitely an error. No, they didn't count it as an error. No way. All right, well, that's kind of wrong. Regardless, Skeens right now with a 67.5 ERA. Wow. Well, at least football season only. That's true. That's true. I'm ready for the Steelers for sure. Already. Thank goodness they're 160. Yeah, no, we got plenty of time. When I was in high school, I was a cleanup batter with a 350 batting average. Every time the pitch ball was across the letters, it was gone. So those are glory days. That was nice. Nice, very nice. You did put in Canario. I don't think Canario is with the Pirates anymore. Baseball can be a cruel mistress. Yeah, we're finding it out. We're finding it out now. Worst start of his career? It might be, honestly. This might be the worst start of his career. What was I going to do at the inning break? Oh, yeah, give me a sec. Give me a sec. We're going to zoom in on me. I know you probably don't want to see that, but need to put it on slow mode for the bots. I ain't about to have all this nonsense. So give me a sec. As Yohan Ramirez last year, 5.4 ERA. Here's the pitch. That's going to be, oh, it's a pass ball. Oh, my goodness. Got away from Henry Davis, and the runners will move up. It was just a little bit inside. And the Pirates looking like the Pirates out the gates. That was not what was promised. That's not good. 1-0 count here to Francisco Lindor as, again, he walked in the first inning. Sure you guys can see it. Negative 13 points. Not good. Take a deep breath. It's only one game. That is true. Only one game for sure. Completely agree. I'm just playing it up for the camera. That's what I do here. Entertainer in a way. Again, 1-0 count here to Lindor as Ramirez delivers. That's going to be inside 2. And no, I guess he didn't get enough time in the bullpen. As Skeens looks on. Pretty depressed. That is a sad look. That is how I felt when I watched the Steelers-Texans game. 2-0 count to Francisco Lindor. Again, runners on second and third. 2 outs. As Ramirez delivers. That is in there for a called strike at the knees. Skeens was dominant there, yep. Afternoon, how's it going, Jim? Good to see ya. So I've got another bot. Glad I put that up there. 2-1 counts as Ramirez sets. Still set. Here's the pitch. And that is jammed. Shallow left. Reynolds on the run. Claiming he's got it. He does. As he squeezes the glove, makes the catch. And that is it. The Mets putting up 5 runs on 4 hits on Paul Skeens. As the Mets lead 5-2 as we head to the top of the second. Playing it up for the camera. Oh, yeah. 100%, you know? You know, it's just, obviously, the Pirates are the Pirates, right? It's just doom and gloom. But, yeah, it's only one game. I mean, it's the first inning of the first game. It's not over. I will say this, though. I will say this. I did cover, again, I covered about 70 games with the Pirates last year. And I do feel that the first series against the Marlins kind of set the tone with how the season kind of went, especially at the beginning under Derek Shelton, because blown leads. I mean, the Pirates were leading in, I think, in every single game of the Marlins 4-game series, and they ended up losing the series 1 game to 3. So, you know, and again, all blown saves. Bednar, Holderman. I mean, it was going back and forth. Who could blow more saves, pretty much. That was pretty atrocious. So hopefully, again, they put that inning behind them. But obviously, O'Neal Cruz is still a problem out in center. I don't care what anyone says. That's a fact. I saw him play last year plenty, and it looks like he didn't learn squat out in center. Again, at the plate, you know, has a lot of potential, but still needs to produce. Other than that, though, we're just going to move on. Pretty good offensive inning for the Pirates. An even better one for the Mets. All right, let's see here. Cook and Mangum are the two backup. Yeah, Mangum's pretty good. I think he could be a pretty neat, you know, spot starter. Yeah, he's pretty much a Luis Arias, but he's fast. So that's always nice. Let's see. That was big inning. It was. They did get out of it finally, right? Can we get a peek at the touchdown turkey? He's chilling. He's in hibernation. He won't be back till November. Total was 7. They have 7 runs in the first. Wow. Well, there you go. Why don't they DH Cruz? I don't know. Marcell Ozuna, I'm assuming. And also, again, he's physically gifted. I mean, he's fast. He's got a cannon of an arm, but cannot track a ball to save his life. As we're back here at the top of the second, and that's swung on and hit foul. Jared Triolo going to be at the plate. He's batting 6th today, playing shortstop. Last year, OPS of 667, 7 homers, batted .227. As here's the 0-1. That's a swing and a miss, strike 2. Again, the Pirates, of course, started off the first 2 batters, you know, of course, a blooper, essentially. And then Brandon Lau with the towering, barely getting over the wall shot. And then, of course, went down pretty quickly. We'll see again if the Pirates can channel the first 2 batters. As here's the 0-2, and that's going to be cut on and sent to right. That is a foul ball. Pirates lost so many one-run games last year. They did. Pirates are struggling. Another sad day being a Pirates fan. It is. That is the way it goes. Appreciate you, Brian, for tuning in. 0-2 count as Peralta sets. As he delivers. That is a breaking ball outside. 1-2. Peralta may struggle after getting cold. Yeah, maybe. Cruz and Cook platoon. Probably fiction. 1-2 count as Peralta rocks and fires. That is outside, and it's 2-2. 96 on the fastball. White Sox Brewers in 10 minutes. Nationals and Cubs in 20. Look at that. We got some more baseball coming up soon. It's already been almost an hour, and we're only in the second inning. As here's the 2-2. Called strike 3 at the knees. He struck him out. And down goes Triolo. And that'll bring up Spencer Horwitz. A lot of potential with him. Again, can only really hit righties, but hey, he can hit righties very well. Playing first base today. How's it going, CeeLo? Good to see you. Appreciate you, man, for tuning in. Obviously having a rough start here, as that's going to be right down the middle for a called strike. 22 is going to be the final score. All right. I hate to see that. 13.5. Wow. I can see that. All right. Here's the 0-1 as that's a grounder to second as Semien has it, throws to first for out number 2. So 2 away. That'll bring up the third baseman, formerly second baseman, Nick Gonzalez. I have a Speedy Gonzalez thing. I'll have to get that for the next game, I guess. But, yeah, Nick Gonzalez going to be playing third to start opening day. We'll see how long he lasts there. Again, I do have a lot of faith in him, but it's been a rough going for Gonzalez, as that's a swing and a miss. Strike 1, 95 on the fastball. Watching at school on your lunch break. Appreciate your chance for tuning in. Just saw the clip of him missing the catch. I know, it was terrible. Here's the 0-1. A breaking ball, swing and a miss. Strike 2, and the Pirates looking to go down quickly after they were just in the field for about, 30 minutes. 0-2 counts. Again, Gonzalez looking to kind of get his career going. Former first-round pick. Here's the 0-2 as that's a tapper right in front of the mound. Alvarez has it, throws to first. Nice play. Able to get him by a step. Speedy Gonzalez. Done out by a nice throw by Francisco Alvarez. We head to the bottom of the second as the Mets lead 5-2. Are you going to dip your toes into 3? I wanted to, but so I tried last night. 3D wasn't even going to come up for me for some reason, so I had that. And then MLB.com or MLB did a copyright strike on me because I guess I was playing their ads on my thing. So I'm kind of protesting MLB.com for a little bit. We'll see. Again, if I get the 3D fixed, we'll make it happen. But yeah, no, they did a copyright strike on me for last night's game with the Yankees-Giants. Really ticked off about it. I'm really mad. Really mad. Not going to really show that, obviously, on stream, but I am genuinely upset. And yeah, again, the 3D button's not even coming up for me. So I don't know. And I cleared the cache, cleared all my history, did all the recommended stuff, but for some reason it's not working. So yeah, and I know that would take the channel to another level because, you know, everyone has, like, you know, TikTok brain. Oh, movement. Let me go ahead and, you know, I wish I had my keys here. I would jingle the keys, keep the attention. But yeah, definitely really frustrated with the stunt MLB just pulled on me. So I did not like that at all. Got to go lunch this end. Appreciate you, nephew, for tuning in. Yeah, pretty embarrassing. Speedy Gonzalez. Oh yeah. Yeah, I don't know, CeeLo. It's really frustrating. Really frustrating. Have fun at school. Chance, you're at school too. What the heck? Call JG9. Yeah, I don't know. I should at least let them know about it. Like, and that's stupid. I mean, it's an ad that played. I mean, it's not. It's like, again, it's free advertising in a way. I don't understand. I didn't show any of the game. It was just the ad that comes up on the MLB game day. It played, and now again, I'm trying to have it where, you know, I'm trying to have it to where it's removed, but yeah, they're going to monetize it. Not like I'm going to get not like they're going to get a lot of money. I mean, maybe like $5, you know, because I assure you. So I'm trying to clear all that out right now, doing that while I stream. Anyway, we're back, and it looks like Juan Soto's going to be at the plate as he singled to center in his first appearance. That's going to be in there, but not called a strike, as it's 1-0 to Juan Soto. How do you always stay so positive? I don't know. I mean, I guess negativity would sell, honestly, but I don't know. I'm not really positive, to be honest with you. Here's the 1-0, as that's going to be chopped to first. Stays in fair territory. Soto can't believe it. He carried his bat the whole way. He thought it was going to be foul. That is unlucky, but that's just the way baseball goes. So that is out number 1 for the Mets. Bo Bichette could be coming to the plate. He hit a sacrifice fly and, of course, got the first run of the game for the Mets, and he'll be up again. Acquired in a free agency, of course, from the Blue Jays. Played for, of course, a long time with the Blue Jays. Again, the Mets with a completely different lineup as Ramirez sets, kicks, and deals. That's going to be on the inside corner for a called strike. Where does San Francisco go for education? A boarding school. Nice. I like it. I'm sure they will reverse it. I hope so. They have bloodthirsty lawyers. I know. It's ridiculous. 0-1 count. Here is the pitch, as that's a breaking ball inside. 1-1. Yeah, it's like I didn't make. I probably got maybe $5. I averaged about 30 viewers, you know, for the 3 hours. So I don't know. It was really frustrating, though. Any penny helps, really, for me at this point in my life, as that's going to be ripped and fouled. 1-2. So I think that's what added to the frustration. Great announcer voice. Thank you. I try. Voice made for baseball. Yeah, maybe. I do want to be remembered as a football guy, though. 1-2 count here to Bichette. Here's the pitch, as that's a breaking ball outside. 2-2, 86 miles per hour on the curveball. Joy of the Lord. I don't know about that. I'm definitely, again, I don't know if I'm the happiest person in the world. But try to be positive here. Again, family-friendly environment here on this channel. Here's the 2-2, as that's a swing and a miss. He tied him up. He struck him out. Nice pitch, as that will bring up Jorge Polanco, again with 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. Polanco reached on an infield single to Paul. Again, Paul Skeens couldn't really do anything with it. Of course, Paul Skeens is done. Won't be able to see him till next week. Again, 2 outs for Polanco and the Mets as Ramirez fires, and that's going to be outside, ball 1. The sun was too bright for Cruz. Apparently, if only they had sunglasses, that'd be a pretty cool invention. Oh, wait a second. 1-0 count here. Ramirez rocks and fires as that's another breaking ball outside 2-0. Now they're showing Cruz now. Again, I can kind of hear the announcers. I can kind of hear Vasgersian and company. But I can't really hear what they're saying. Here's the 2-0 as that's outside 3-0. 95 on the fastball. Just flat out missing. Again, 3-0 count to Polanco. Obviously, if you're just tuning in, the Mets 5, Pirates 2. Pirates, believe it or not, had the lead at one point. Here's the 3-0. That's going to be upstairs. Ball for a 4-pitch walk. Wasn't really competitive with either pitch, any of the pitches. And that will bring up Luis Roberts, who walked earlier in this one. Braves play tomorrow. They do. Wonder how warm it is in New York. It's almost 80 degrees here in Fort Wayne, Indiana. I can check for you. Actually, mine as well. I'm curious on that too, as here is the pitch. That's going to be low, ball 1. 79 degrees where I'm tuning in from. I am a Pennsylvania-born, Texas-living guy. So there you go. It's 69 in New York. Feels pretty nice. 1-0 count as Ramirez fires, and that's going to be in there for a called strike. First strike in a while. Again, hopefully the crowd noise sounds pretty good. Don't know if it's too loud or too low. Hopefully it is sounding great for you guys. 1-1 count here as Ramirez sets. And a pickoff attempt, and he is back safe and sound. Surprisingly, no booing there. Usually there's booing. Well, I guess times are changing. Braves probably going to pummel your Royals tomorrow unless Reagan's pitch is perfect. Yeah, I mean, again, any given day, you never know what could happen. Obviously, Paul Skeens had a rough outing as that's a chopper to short. Triolo's coming in, throws to first, gets him by his step as he gets the speedy Robert for out number 3. Nothing doing for the Mets, so we head to the top of the third. Mets, of course, with the lead 5-2. It's good. It's good. What is good? But, oh, the crowd noise. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, no, I believe you had crowd noise. I'm like, yeah, no, that's a great idea. Don't know why I didn't. So I did some work, trimmed some segments together, some crowd noise, and condensed it to 30 minutes. So it's just on a little 30-minute loop. You prefer the Astros or the Rangers? It depends on who's better, because around here where I live in Texas, you'll have fans that are Astros fans, and then when the Astros were the Disastros in the early 2010s, they magically became Rangers fans because the Rangers were really good at the time. And then so recent memory, you know, obviously the Astros have been better, but of course the Rangers won the World Series a few years ago. I don't know, it flip-flops. Whoever's really good, everyone around here says they're a lifelong fan of, so then I become anti that team for a little bit. So that's kind of how it goes. That's kind of how it goes. Whoever is popular, I will not like. That's the way it goes around here. O'Neal Cruz. Yep. My friends are letting me know about O'Neal. I'm watching the game. I promise, folks. I promise you. Tough start for the Pirates. That's the way it goes. Can the Pirates get back? Maybe. Maybe. You know, your guess is probably as good as mine. It was a really cool first inning, though. At least the top of the first. That was neat. Got to go eat a lunch now, but BRB. Oh, yeah. You're doing a great job as usual. I really enjoy your attitude and narrative. Appreciate you, man. Take care, Drago. Enjoy your lunch. I don't know. I'll probably make a turkey sandwich today. Again, I've been eating a lot of turkey and cheese sandwiches. As doing a lot of streams. I know CeeLo. By the way, folks, I apologize, CeeLo. Didn't even realize. Let me go ahead and plug you. Again, folks, if you are a big left turn person, guy or gal, or just baseball in general. He covers a lot of baseball. You probably have heard of On the Go with CeeLo. Yes, he is a friend of the channel. So make sure, again, to check out On the Go with CeeLo for more of your NASCAR, baseball, also covering March Madness. So, again, he does a lot, and he does football as well. So make sure to check out On the Go with CeeLo. He is, again, the king of NASCAR, but also does a lot of other things, a lot of other sports. He's got over 50,000 subscribers. He's a great channel, folks. So make sure to check him out as here's the pitch. That's a grounder, and that's going foul. Henry Davis at the plate for his first at-bat of 2026. It's a 1-1 count to Henry Davis. Want to add when it happens, the crowd makes higher noise. Oh, and something good happened. Yeah, I would love to figure that out. That's something I need to figure out as well. Love your channel. Say hello to Trisk. Trist or Trisk? I'll say hi to Trisk. I guess that's who you're talking about. But appreciate you, Fuqua. Appreciate you, man, for tuning in. 1-1 count to Henry Davis. Again, he's had some problems at the plates for his entire career. Looking to change it up here. It would be a nice change of pace to see him bat 250. Here's the 1-1, as that's going to be just low. 2-1. Metsi's a whole new look this year. Probably some crummy results, though. Oh, same crummy results. I don't know about that, James. I think they'll be pretty good, but we'll see. Appreciate you for tuning in. Here's the 2-1. That's going to be a grounder to third as Beatty throws to first. And he is out for out number 3. No, probably that was not Beatty. That was Bo Bichette. That's right. Beatty's now DHing. So good throw by Bichette. And that'll flip the lineup over for the Pirates as O'Neal Cruz going to be at the plate again. He's 1 for 1 with the single. Don't eat the touchdown. No, I'm not going to do that. Bo Bichette's last amongst shortstops last year in defensive runs saved. That's kind of strange, but hey, made a nice play there. Is that first pitch going to be on the outside corner for a called strike? Going to head out and see if I can find someone covering the Cubs game. Keep up the great announcing, Dr. Lay. I'll be back for college basketball. Appreciate you, Chris. Thank you for tuning in, as that's a swing and a miss, strike 2. Appreciate you, Chris. Yeah, Cubs, of course, I'll try to feature them when I can. Obviously, they play the Pirates, right? Have some Cubs fans. So, again, I try to do my best to balance it out. But, of course, the Pirates will be the priority on the channel. But, again, I will bounce around MLB, of course. 0-2 count to Cruz. Here's the pitch. That's going to be low, ball 1. And, yeah, we will have some scores coming up, so I'll try to pull them up on my phone for you. And we'll do some scoring updates in between, like the half-inning breaks. 1-2 count to Cruz as Peralta delivers. That's going to be low, 2-2. Yeah, thank you, Chris. Thank you guys for the kind words today. What's your next game tonight? College basketball. Baseball, honestly, probably don't return to that until Monday, and I feel bad about that, but March Madness has been good for the channel, as that's going to be low. Check this swing. Did he go? He did not, and the count is full to O'Neal Cruz. Trying to make up for his, of course, fielding. Very poor, I may add. I mean, just, again, not good. Not ideal. 3-2 count to O'Neal Cruz as Peralta sets, kicks and deals, as that's going to be ripped to left, and that one getting out of play. That is a foul ball. Now I know what happened to the touchdown turkey. Oh, I just realized what. No, this is definitely no. That's pretty good. 3-2 count. Peralta rocks and fires. And that's going to be ball 4, and I think Alvarez is going to go ahead and do an ABS challenge. I think it's going to be called strike 3. I think he's going to be out. We got an ABS challenge. That's in there. O'Neal Cruz, he struck him out. So now 2 outs for the Pirates, and that'll bring up Brandon Lau. Of course, had the 2-run shot in the top of the first. Chase Midroth, home run. Nice. Yeah, Alvarez again, just immediately, as soon as he made the, caught it there, caught the pitch. ABS all the way. Here is the pitch to Lau, as that's going to be outside, ball 1. White Sox keep improving. We'll see what they can do this year. I don't expect them to do much, but they can't be bad forever. They can't be the Pirates. Here's the 1-0 as Lau sends this to right. On the run is the right fielder. Lau, clear the deck. Cannonball coming. Brandon Lau with the second home run of the day. And that will maybe get the Pirates going. I don't know. This one, though, 401 feet. The other one, 334. So much different. That one to a deep part of the ballpark in right center. As now it's a 2-run game. Mets 5, Pirates 3. And that will bring up Brian Reynolds playing in left, of course. He's 0 for 1. Struck out swinging his last time up. As Peralta rocks and fires. That's going to be in the outside corner for a called strike. Brandon Lau, home run king. Brandon Lau leading the majors in home runs. He's just that guy. He is built different. Here is the 0-1, as that's a breaking ball in the dirt. 1-1. Brian Reynolds again looking for a bounce back year. Last year, his worst, I think, as a major leaguer. Of course, not counting the 2020 season. Looking to get back on track. I think he can. Here is the 1-1. As Reynolds sends this to left center, and that's going to drop in. That is looking like, ooh, Soto with a nice play. Throw to second, and a nice play by Soto to keep Reynolds at first. I thought that was going to be for sure double, but Reynolds keeps the inning going. Marcell Ozuna, the DH, again, the newly acquired Marcell Ozuna at the plate, looking to maybe, potentially, keep this inning going. Again, would be a nice change of pace. If you got a strike, you wouldn't be able to stream, so that's a plus. Sure, it wasn't a claim. It might have been a claim, as that's going to be in there for a called strike. I guess it's a claim. I'm not really too sure on how that goes, to be honest with you. But yeah, regardless, I found it very annoying. Very much annoying. But yeah, I guess it is a claim. 0-1 count to Ozuna. Here's the pitch. That's going to be upstairs, 1-1. Wow, 31 homers, he did. Wish there were base runners for... Yeah, I know, right? Would have been nice. 1-1 here to Ozuna. Again, Reynolds on at first as Peralta sets, kicks, and deals. As Ozuna sends this to center. On the run is Robert, who makes a diving catch for out number 3. What a play by Luis Roberts. But, of course, Brandon Lau with a solo shot to right center to get the Pirates a little bit closer. 5-3 is your score as we head to the bottom of the 3rd inning. The Big Bear, is that his nickname? All right, let's see what we got here across Major League Baseball. Right now, in the top of the 1st, the White Sox leading the Brewers 1-0. Of course, by the way, you might have noticed we have a ticker right here. That is pretty cool. I think you guys will like that if you're new to the channel. I've had that again. This is kind of my football setup. And yeah, I guess we'll keep it for baseball now that 3D is not working for some reason. I'll figure it out later, I'm sure. My wife is the tech-savvy one. I don't know nothing. Very thankful for my wife. She is the GOAT. But yes, the White Sox again leading 1-0 in the top of the 1st. Nationals Cubs, they are about to play in a few minutes, I imagine. Doesn't say when, but yeah, they are expected to play in a few. Now that the Pirates' big inning is needed. Yeah, they needed something. Opening day makes me want to crack open a beer. Casey, appreciate you for tuning in. I'm not much of a beer guy. I've never actually had a sip of alcohol, but I would do the same with the Dr. Pepper. And yeah, I love my Dr. Pepper. Claims are nothing, but yes, you can dispute that. You do get paid for all the money revenue you made until the claim comes in. Okay. Noted. Yeah, again, I'm trying to just trim out the segments. Let me see how it's working on over here. I genuinely, though, find it very just annoying. And I just don't want to even mess with it. I just don't even want to mess with MLB.com. if that's how it's going to be. Again, folks, I am Dr. Delay. Haven't really been able to, introduce myself in a little bit here. But, again, if you're first time visiting, appreciate you for clicking on my video. Again, I know there's a lot of other people calling this game right now. I will be one of the few, if the only, Pirates play-by-play, guys on YouTube. Of course, I won't be calling every game. I'm not going to do all 162. I'm not going to lie to you up front. Probably, again, I'm aiming for 100 to 120. I think that's very realistic. 120 more realistic there, as I will be bouncing around baseball. But, of course, the Pirates, if they are on, I can't call the game, I will. But, yeah, again, I do appreciate you guys. Again, make sure to let all your Pirate friends know that, hey, you can listen to the game free right here on YouTube. You just got to subscribe to Dr. Delay. Again, it is free. Says it right up there. I think of it more as a follow. As Brett Beatty is at the plate. He's 1 for 1. He takes a pitch for a called strike. And, of course, again, I also do a lot of football. We cover every team there, not just the Steelers. All 32 teams are covered at least once, as that's a chopper, and that is going foul and 2 counts. But, yes, tonight I'll be doing the Sweet 16. 2 games for the Sweet 16 today, tomorrow, probably the Elite 8 this weekend as well. So I won't be doing a Pirates game until Monday. So I feel bad about it. But we are getting, it's really good for the channel to do the college basketball games. Let's just say that again. I'm getting football numbers there, 15 to 20,000 views. So that's just, I just can't pass that up. That is just really good. Just trim them out. Yeah, that's what I'm doing now. You as Pena, I'm not following their Clayton. Appreciate you tuning in. Why is Skeens not pitching? They knocked him out. They knocked him out. 0-2 count. Here is the pitch. As that's going to be upstairs 1-2. Again, Johan Ramirez out there for his second complete inning, if he can make it happen. Robert Morris alumni here. Appreciate you, Matt. Didn't they do decently in basketball? I'm not too sure. Here's the 1-2 as that's going to be ripped foul. I think I covered Robert Morris last year, just starting the channel. Robert Morris, I think they made the first round. I can't remember who they played. Michigan versus Duke in the final. I could see it. I think Michigan's really good. Yes, Skeens was getting wrecked. One to the Braves, but Duke St. John's going to be huge. Yeah, college basketball has been popping off, so yeah. But again, after college basketball, it's going to be a lot of MLB and every now and then a UFL game. So I know Rising Rhino will be doing a lot of UFL as well. 1-2 count. Ramirez kicks and deals. That's going to be upstairs 2-2. Hit that like and sub. Appreciate you. Skeens. Oh, yeah. Skeens, he's ticked. Skeens is extremely upset. 2-2 count to Brett Beatty. Again, 1 for 1 in this one. As Ramirez delivers, that's going to be jammed and hit. Going foul. Davis made a move for it. Thought he was going to be able to make the play. Time has come. It's 5 o'clock. This guy. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. 2-2 again to Beatty. You have Skeens for 6 Ks. Yes, you were cooked. Cooked, fried, whatever. Here's the 2-2. Checked his swing. That is inside. The count is now full. Three-two count. As Ramirez delivers. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. 97 on the fastball. And now there's 1 out for the Mets. And that will bring up Marcus Semien. Marcus Semien, who is 1 for 1. Double to left. Got an RBI. Of course, by the way, Beatty had a triple, a 3 RBI triple. But obviously that is all done now. Semien again at the plate as Ramirez sets, kicks, and deals. And that's going to be in there for a called strike. Like number Mike Webster. Appreciate you, Trisk. White Sox 1, Brewers nothing. Bottom of the first. Appreciate you, Raider. I endured 3 ads. Appreciate you, DJ. You don't have to do that, but I thank you very much. Here's the 0-1 as that's going to be hit. Oh, back to the pitcher. Ramirez scrambling for it. Throws to first, and the throw is wild. And he's headed to second. Horowitz getting there, but of course, Semien is chilling at second base. Oh, my goodness. Right back to the pitcher. Went off the glove, I think. Maybe off of himself. Ramirez then throwing it, trying to play pitch and catch with the dugout over there. Not a good idea, especially not during a gameplay. As he threw it away, Horwitz doing what he could, but obviously the throw just a little bit wide. So now a runner on second for the Mets. Again, one out here at the bottom of the third. That's going to bring up Carson Benj looking for his first MLB hits. Made his MLB debut today. Did not join the hit parade in the first inning. As Ramirez looks back at second, here's the pitch. That is inside, ball one. Told you the Pirates are not going to playoffs. This guy. You think Crochet will get 7? I don't know. If he follows what Skeen said, definitely no. 1-0 count. Ramirez looks back at second once again. Rocks and fires. That's a foul tip, as that'll be strike one. Pirates have good offense. Pitching stinks when the good offense. Yeah, it's the way it goes. The Pirates. Again, it's a one-game thing. I mean, Skeen's not going to do this often. Looking back, would you still have picked Henry Davis first overall? No. It's a shame, but no. That's the way it goes. You two in the Italy game. Oh, wow, cool. Are you ready for Easter? Yeah. Easter's nice. It's a nice holiday. Looking back at second, and here is the pitch, as that's going to be in there for a called strike 1 and 2. Law gets a third home run. I don't know about all that. That would be pretty cool. Reds aren't good like Mets. Crochet will probably get 7. Yeah, again, we'll see. We shall. Any given day, you never know. 1 and 2 count. Ramirez looks back at second. Here's the pitch, as that's going to be hit to left, and that one is going foul. Ready for the Masters golf. I haven't watched golf in a while. Need to, though. They're showing off Neil Walker. Everyone remembers him as a Yankee, of course. No, definitely a Pirate. Here's the 1-2, as that's going to be fouled back. As he stays alive, again, Carson Benj at the plate, making his MLB debut. Trying to potentially knock in Semien. Benj a left-handed bat as Ramirez looks back at second, and here is the pitch. That's a swing and a miss. He struck him out. So that will bring up Francisco Alvarez, who was hit by a pitch in his first plate appearance. Skeen's ERA is 24. Is it that low? I thought it was 67. No, it's 60. Yeah, over here on ESPN it says it's 67.5. But we'll see. Let's see. I don't know. Maybe they're going to count it. Maybe they're not counting the error. I'm not too sure. Again, Alvarez at the plate as Ramirez looks back in second. Here's the pitch, as that's inside, ball 1. So in the beginning, it sounds like simple plan. Good Charlie, yellow card mixed together. You don't hate it? Well, that's good. I'm glad you don't hate it. I personally like it. That's just me, as Ramirez once again looks back at second. As he delivers, that's going to be in there for a called strike. Davis fakes the throw as it's 1-1. Golf's too slow. I like golf. Yeah, I know the song at the beginning, yeah. Also, mowing the lawn, first time of the year here in Indiana. All right, appreciate you, Gossip, for tuning in. Yeah, it's mowing season. In a lot of places. Ramirez sets on the 1-1. That's going to be hit to left. Shallow left. As Reynolds once again claiming it and will make the catch, round number 3. As Ramirez is able to keep it 5-3 as we head to the top of the 4th. Of course, the Mets with the lead. Don't say 6-7. Why not? What's wrong with that? This is a pro 6-7 channel. Do you like Kennywood Park? I have no idea what that is. No idea who that is or if that is a band. It seems like a band. Fallout Boys, football. Yeah, I do like my music. All right, let's check out some scores from across Major League Baseball. I think the Cubs game got underway. I could be wrong. Could be wrong. All right, White Sox leading the Brewers 1-0 in the bottom of the first. Brewers have a runner on third. Nationals Cubs, they are also in the bottom of the first. 0-0 in that one. Pepsi drinkers say 6-7. Oh, 6-7. Yeah, well, I do like Pepsi. Face mask one moment for the first time. Lots of dust and debris, yeah. It's a paid subscription. Oh, wow. I didn't even know that. Did I pay for it? I did not. Okay, well, I guess that's a different thing because it was free last year. Well, that's new. That's new. And if it wasn't free last year, then I got it for free. Somehow. I don't know how. Changing it up here. Changing the screen. How can I look? Interesting. Well, that's good to know. Oh, this is so annoying. All right, I'll look at that later. That's interesting. Okay. Well, thank you. All right. Well, then this might be the only broadcast that I do. Depending on the price, I can probably do it for sure. All right. $39.95. Okay, that's not too bad. Honest, $40. And I will definitely save that receipt to write it off. Pirates had plenty of time to come back. Oh, yeah, for sure. It's definitely not over. Even when it was 2-5, it wasn't over. Pirates could have taken Leader Cowser instead of Davis. He's still young, yeah. Yeah, we'll see. Panic at the Disco. Nice, nice. I'm not much of a live music guy. I don't like loud noises. I'm not a loud music guy. Just music is for me to listen to, and I just, watching music is just, for me, I'm good. They're going to make money off anything they possibly can. Apparently, comes with all the radio networks. Well, I can listen to the radio call whenever I want on MLB TV. That's weird. Maybe it's because I'm not logged in, because I have MLB TV. I don't know. I'll have to look at it. All right, we're back in action as O'Hearn with a grounder to first, and he'll just take it himself to the bag for out number one. So we're back in action already in outs. Isn't that fantastic? That is fantastic for the Pirates. All right, with one out already in the top of the fourth, that'll bring up Jared Triolo, who is 0 for 1. Interesting. So, yeah, maybe you have to be logged in. Well, there you go. I just need to log in. We could probably fix this problem the next half inning. All right, Jared Triolo again, 0 for 1. Here's the pitch. That's going to be in there for a called strike. 0-1. Strike zone on the screen looks huge. Is that really that big? I guess so. That's going to be... No, it's actually not. That's way off. I just realized. Anyway, it's a breaking ball low, 1-1. Good to see you, Houday. Appreciate you for tuning in. You have to subscribe for ESPN for MLB. Well, I have MLB TV. I have the T-Mobile thing, so I don't have to worry about that, as that's going to be low, 2-1. And as MLB TV work, my friend is T-Mobile, so he gets it free. Yeah, that's... What do I get from it? You just get... You get all the games that are out of market, essentially. So wherever you live in Indiana, you might not get the Chicago games. I don't know, because that's going to be ripped foul. 2-2 to Triolo. I don't know, but yeah, you're pretty much... You can't watch your local teams, but you can watch essentially almost every other game. 2-2 count. Peralta sets, rocks, and fires, as that's a chopper. The chopper to short. Lindor coming in. Throws to first and gets the speedy Triolo by a step. Triolo can move. So that is out number 2. And that'll bring up the not-so-speedy Spencer Horwitz. He was 0 for 1. Braves vision is 99 for the year. Okay, nice. Yeah, most of the local networks, like if you get the package for the specific team, it's $100. But... yeah, MLB TV is free for me because I have T-Mobile, so it's really cool. Here is the pitch. That's going to be inside ball 1. I think MLB TV, if you don't have T-Mobile, is like $150, but then you also need to be with ESPN. It's really stupid. Really stupid, honestly. I genuinely hate what they're doing to us. Here's the 1-0, as that's going to be upstairs 2-0. Milking us for every dime. I'm very fortunate, again, that T-Mobile has that promotion. 2-0 count as Horwitz asked for time for, I guess, just to step out briefly, stepping back in. Peralta looking over for some reason. Now he sets, kicks, and deals as Horwitz sends this to shallow left center. And looks like Soto makes the catch for out number 3. And we head to the bottom of the 4th. Mets 5, Pirates 3. Braves version comes with every game, no blackouts. Yeah, that's great. All right, well, let me figure this out here. Maybe I can get 3D working now before our very eyes. Wouldn't that be nice? Just verify account with email. Oh my gosh. Yeah. We sent a code. I hate this two-factor thing. It's the stupidest thing in the world. I hate it so much. All this extra work. Can't wait for it. It's like, oh, you need to log with your password. Puts in password. Oh, you don't know it. Reset your password. Puts in password. Oh, you can't use the same password. Oh, really? All right. Now that I'm logged in, should have connected maybe. All right, we're good. All right, we're going back. We're good. This is what I wanted to do anyway. There you go. So now we have that. So now I am now less. And we're going to do this. By the way, we're going to take away this. Apparently I can't. I want to figure out how to, you know. Going to figure out how to put the money to another game. I cannot call another game on April 1st, unfortunately. I can call the Pirates-Reds game, but after that, I cannot. I'll be gone the rest of the day, so I won't be able to do a doubleheader that day. So I'm going to try to redirect the money. But yeah, pretty much you donate, or it's donating towards a game. That's just a little way for the donations to go to something else. And yeah, but I feel bad. So now we're going to have to make, I'm going to have to make a new day to call. That's just very unfortunate. Anyway, let's see here. Everything will be a paywall. Yep. Let's go Pirates. Appreciate you, Ricky, again for tuning in. Mandalorian Grogu. Yes, I might watch that. The pass for playing game is stupid. I agree. This is a paid service. Is it copyrighted? Better not be. About to have some words. Looks like I'll be slightly behind. That's just the way it goes. Wish I could have it to where it was a delay. I can sync it up. So Mason Montgomery on the mound for the Pirates. Newly acquired from the Rays as Montgomery sets, kicks, and deals. And that is outside ball 1. Francisco Lindor at the plate. To begin the bottom of the 4th, he's 0 for 1 with the walk. As Montgomery delivers, breaking ball going to be low, and it's 2-0. Put camera in the bottom corner. Can see first, it's not. Oh, wow. Like this? More to where it's like that. 3-0 count here to Lindor. Montgomery sets, kicks, and deals. That's going to be in there for a called strike. I don't know. That's going to be odd. 3-1 count here to Montgomery. As here is the pitch. That's going to be outside ball 4. So Lindor going to get another free pass as he heads on to first. No, your webcam. My webcam. Are you talking about me putting me down here? Go ahead and just change this here. All right, calm. All right, look, we're gonna fix this. We're gonna fix this out here. Juan Soto at the plates. Runner on first. Here's the pitch. That's gonna be hit foul. All right, let me see. Move you. Just gonna put you right here for now. And then camera. Why can't I find camera? There we go. Alright, we're just going to do that. I don't know. Alright, does that look fine? I don't know. This is odd. I don't know. I don't know how long I'll do this. I actually don't know if I like it. Again, I don't know if I really like the 3D, to be honest. Alright, here's the pitch to Soto. That's a swing and a miss. Strike something. That actually took away the score bug for me. I genuinely have no idea where I'm at now. I like this view. Batter view, yeah. I don't know, maybe. And then as far as this, put that above me. All right, Soto's stepping back in. Again, a runner on first, nobody out. Again, they took away the score bug on the screen, so I don't even know what count it is. Here's the pitch, as that's a tapper, and that's going foul. Obviously, again, the 3D is a little bit faster. That's what I don't like. It is what it is. We're just going to move on. All right, Montgomery sets again, looks back at first as he kicks and deals. Breaking ball in the dirt. Davis able to hold on to it. I'm kidding. I'm not even kidding. They took away the score bug on the screen. I have no idea what's going on. I have no idea what count it is because I had to look at all that. What inning? We're in the bottom of the fourth. I'm assuming the count is 2-2 based on the screen up there. We'll see. All right, it's back. 2-2 counts. Again, runner on first, nobody out. Montgomery looks back at first. And delivers, as that's going to be ripped foul. Settings one. Settings. Oh my gosh. Another pitch is going to be low, ball 3. Is that what I want? Pitcher? No, I don't want pitcher. Oh, man. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see how that goes. 3-2 count to Soto. It's just the way it goes. We'll just live with that. As Montgomery sets. And a throw over to first, and looks like Lindor is back safe and sound. Not going to touch that anymore. Top left is... Yeah, but again, for me, like, you know, on my screen, there was no score. All right, 3-2 count. Montgomery looking back at first. Lindor with a nice lead. Sets and fires. That's going to be upstairs. Ball 4, and Soto will take first base. So Montgomery comes in and walks. Lindor walks Soto. And not looking good for the Pirates. Looking really good for the Mets, however, as that will bring up Bo Bichette. They make you pay for this garbage? Apparently, if you don't have MLB TV, then yes. But I didn't have to pay for nothing. All right, Montgomery delivers to Bichette. Bichette hits this one right, and that is going foul. So 0-1 count. I don't know if the scoreboard is too small. That's my little concern there. I don't know. 0-1 count. Let me go ahead and get rid of my logo, too. Here's the pitch. That's a big swing and a miss. Strike 2. Oh, and 2 counts. Montgomery looks back at second. Here is the pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Down goes Bichette, first out. And that'll bring up Jorge Polanco. I genuinely hate this thing. TV's behind. It's just the way it goes. Is it live? This guy, CeeLo, you act like I don't know what I'm doing. Yes, it is live. It's just, again, I live in the middle of nowhere. I'm streaming through the internet. I live in the middle of nowhere. It's just the way it goes. Polanco again at the plate. 1 for 1 on the day with the walk again. Runners on first and second. Montgomery sets. And another pickoff attempt, and he is back safe and sound. So again, Polanco at the plate. Runners on first and second. Just one out here in the bottom of the fourth. The Mets leading 5-3. Montgomery looks back at second. Looks back again. And delivers. Breaking ball. That gets away a little bit as Davis is on top of it. Now Henry Davis is at the plate apparently. That's the one thing. Yeah, I remember all that from last year. I hated it. 1-0 count here to Polanco, as the game is definitely slowed down, for sure. Montgomery looking back in second. Looks back again. And delivers as Polanco fouls this back to even the count at 1-1. Jody's saying, let's go Mets. Gotta be happy, Jody. Gotta be happy, and of course threatening for some more. Appreciate you, Jody, for tuning in. As Montgomery delivers, that is going to be outside 2-1. So again, the game definitely is slowed down. I'm sure you guys can feel it with me. It's just the way it goes. Montgomery again allowing base runners, but in the form of walks. As Montgomery delivers, and Polanco scoops this to left center. On the run is Cruz. He makes the catch. Unbelievable. That's kind of a shocker for out number 2. Again, that was at the warning track as well, as Cruz had to make a little bit of a run there. But that was a big out number 2 for the Pirates. That'll bring up Luis Robert Jr. Looking to again bring these potential runs in. Robert 0 for 1 so far in this one. As here's the pitch. That's a swing and a miss. Strike 1. Get the defense scoring going. Yep, tomorrow's your uncle's birthday. Happy birthday, Matthew's uncle. 0-1 count here to Robert Jr. As here's the pitch. That's going to be a check swing. Did he go? He did not. 1-1 count to Luis Roberts. What happened to Skeens? He didn't make it out of the first. He was just bad. As here's the pitch. That's a swing and a miss. Strike 2. And Montgomery might be getting out of the jam that he created. Again, Roberts 0 for 1. He walked in the first and, of course, came across to score like everybody else did for the Mets. As here's the 1-2, as that's a chopper, and that is going foul. Yeah, no, not a good day for Paul Skeens. Not a good day for the reigning NL Cy Young winner. He's going to have to be lights out for the rest of the year, I guess. I don't know. 1-2 count. Here's the pitch, as that's a grounder to short. That's going to get past him. Reynolds has it, throws to the plate, and that's way off as the Mets extend their lead 6-3. Francisco Lindor scores. Montgomery does indeed allow a hit, and that is an RBI hit for Roberts. And that will bring up Brett Beatty. Of course, he had a 3 RBI triple in the first that really broke the offense open for the Mets. Skeens drank Safeway Cola today, did he? Unfortunate. Again, Robert at first, runner on second. Again, Beatty at the plate. It's been a good day for the Mets offense as Montgomery delivers. And that's going to be hit to left, and that one is going foul. 1-1 count again. 1 for 2. 3-run triple in the first. OPS of 748 last year. As Montgomery delivers. That's going to be upstairs, and it's 1-1. Again, Mets still threatening. Runners on first and second. 2 outs, of course. looking to just, again, break this game open. Here's the 1-1, and then it's going to be outside 2-1. 2-1 counts as Montgomery, again, just a little bit all over the place coming in here in the fourth. As Montgomery delivers, that is going to be just low, 3-1. Montgomery looking to keep this inning going, apparently. Of course, he's the pitcher, so that's never ideal. Montgomery looking back as he kicks and fires. That's a swing and a miss. Strike 2, 98 on the fastball. Montgomery getting a last year ERA of in the 5s. Not ideal. Looking to kind of get it going here with the Pirates. Pirates can, of course. Their pitching have been pretty solid. Might be able to resurrect his careers. That's a pitch right down the middle. Called strike 3. He struck him out, but of course the Mets do tack on another as they lead 6-3 over the Pirates. All right, let's do some checks around baseball. Again, only 2 games, I believe, were on last time we were out. Let's see here. White Sox 1, Brewers nothing in the bottom of the second. Nationals leading 1-0 over the Cubs in the top of the third. And then the Twins-Orioles are about to get underway in a few. So we'll see how that goes. Let's see, I'm late getting home. Hopefully I got here for the good part. Well, unfortunately, a lot of runs have already been scored, but a lot by the Mets. So that is never ideal. Never ideal here. Let's see. Sound off? I didn't know there was sound here. Let me just turn it off just in case. I don't know. Anyway, appreciate you guys for tuning in. If you do like what you're listening to, make sure again to leave a like and of course subscribe to the channel for more play-by-play. I wonder, just out of curiosity, how would this look here? That's honestly not terrible. I feel like, I don't know. What do you guys think? This or that? This or this? This is 1. This is 2. What do you guys prefer? Honestly, that's interesting. I don't know. 1 or 2? I don't know. Let me know if down below if you don't mind. If not, that's fine. You won't be able to see all of it, but you can see a little bit of it. I can probably change. I don't know. I genuinely have no idea. I can see the positives for both. Again, you get more information here. I don't know. We'll just have to look at it. Let's see here. During the World Series, Fox was behind all the time, so they just did the play-by-play of the 3D reading, a separate screen on MLB.com that's still on the screen. There will at least be 2 pitches ahead. Oh. I had a feeling. Yeah, I had a feel. Honestly, I went back and looked, and yeah, I had a feeling that you were just kind of going off the 3D. Yeah, I was about 3 or 4 pitches behind for Fox. It was bad. As we're back in action, as that's going to be in there for a called strike. I was just, I was so bad with the World Series. Hence why I didn't really do much of it, to be honest with you. Again, Gonzalez at the plate. He's 0 for 1. We got some 1s and 2s as Gonzalez hits this to right center, and that's going to drop in for a base hit. As Nicky G with the leadoff single for the Pirates. Look at the strike zone cam. 1, 1, 2, 2. I guess 1, although I'm used to 2. I don't know. I could probably play around with it. How do you do that? I don't know. I'm just magic like that. I don't know. I'll think about it. Here's the pitch. That's a grounder, and that's past the diving third baseman. Bichette with a dive. Couldn't quite get it. Gonzalez rounding second, heading for third. He's going to go home as Soto has trouble with it to the left. And the Pirates are now down by just 2, or back to that anyway, as Davis with an RBI double. The Pirates staying alive. Just a chopper down the third base line. Bichette just a tad bit slow. And just a slow grounder into the corner. Soto had a little bit of trouble with it. Picked it up, dropped it again, picked it up. Throwing it in. Davis. Look at that, a double. All right. And that will flip the lineup over for Oneil Cruz. My voice did that. I don't know why it did, but it did. Peralta sets and fires. Here's a big swing and a miss. Strike one. Chased out of the zone. Let's see here. I don't know. We'll just go back and forth. We'll figure it out as that's a breaking ball low, 1-1. I feel like if I were to do what the other camera, I would have to change the camera here. I don't know. 1-1 count to Cruz as, again, runner on second, nobody out. Peralta looks back at second and delivers as that's a swing and a miss, strike two. Good to see you, Draven. Appreciate you, man. Pirates not going away. That's something, honestly, I would feel like last year's team would not. They would just kind of throw in the towel. But, hey, not too shabby. 1-2. Peralta delivers as that's going to be poked, and that's going to be fouled back. That one was way out of the zone. Cruz just playing defensively. Keep scoring, maybe. Would be nice. Again, Brandon Lau on deck. Here's the 1-2 as that's going to be outside 2-2. Let's go to Clayton. Good to see you. 2-2 to Oneil Cruz as Peralta sets and fires. That's going to be swung on, missed the bat. Went flying. He struck him out. Man, that was... Oneil Cruz went off the netting. Oh my goodness, glad it's there for that. That definitely could have been bad. Brandon Lau going to be at the plate. He's 2 for 2 with 2 home runs. He's had quite the debut for the Pittsburgh Pirates. Runner on second. Peralta looks back and delivers as that's a chopper, and that is going foul. Pirates with a chance. Man. Yeah, Brandon Lau today in fantasy. You're looking pretty good. All right, again, 0-1 count as Peralta sets. Davis again taking his lead at second. Peralta looks back. Looks back again. Kicks and kneels. Swing and a miss. Fooled him with the slider. 0-2. 15 points for the Downers today, thanks to Mr. Lau. Yep, there you go. Pretty good stuff. Again, 2 homers, 3 RBIs. Great start for Brandon Lau. Hopefully the Pirates can follow suit as Peralta looks back. Looks back again and delivers. That's going to be outside 1-2, 94 on the gun. By the way, Peralta, of course, this is his 5th inning of work here. 70 pitches. That's honestly not too bad. Not too bad. Don't know if we see him for the 6th with all the runs he's allowed, but not a bad pace there. As Peralta delivers, that's going to be poked at and fouled back. 4 players have hit 3 homers in the season opener. Last to do it was Matt Davidson with the White Sox in 2018. Been a little bit. Probably jinxed him there with that graphic. As Peralta sets and fires. That's in the dirt. Ball gets away, but not too far away, as Davis will have to go back to second. Two and two count as umpire cleaning the base there. Again, 6-4. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. It's been a lot of runs here. A lot of runs in this opening game. Much more of a competitive game than Yankees-Giants for sure. If any of you guys watched that one, I sure did. Peralta looks back. Still looking back. And delivers. Breaking ball. That is outside 3-2. The count is full for Mr. Lau. The White Sox 1, Brewers 1 in the bottom of the second. Appreciate you, Drew Raider, for the development there. Peralta looking. Agrees with the call. Sets and fires. That's a grounder to second. As he throws to first for out number 2, Davis will move to just 90 feet away. So it's a productive out. Obviously, you'd like to see more there, but, you know, he's already given 2 home runs, and that's pretty good. That'll bring up Brian Reynolds, who's 1 for 2 today. Just a little out front, he was fooled with it, but good stuff making contact with it. He was definitely fooled, one-handed hit there as Peralta sets and delivers. That's a check swing, but it's going to be called strike anyway. 0-1. Again, last year, kind of a down year for Brian Reynolds. OPS of 720, 16 homers, 73 RBI. Spent most of the year, honestly, with an OPS below 600. So, honestly, the fact that he was able to heat up like that and get to that, as a finish there was pretty good. 0-1. Here's the pitch, as that's going to be a chopper foul. 0-2. Interesting, he put the bat in Lau's hands, but not Cruz. Maybe Cruz is, I don't know. He is very tall. Roll Pirates. Appreciate Anthony for tuning in. Reynolds' throw in the fourth was failing. Garcia or Mangum nailed that. Yeah, it was not a good throw, I'll admit. Definitely not a good throw by Reynolds. Here's the 0-2, and that's going to be outside 1-2. Definitely not a good throw by Reynolds. Way off target for sure. I still like Brian, though. Big Brian Reynolds guy. Big Brian Reynolds fan. But, yeah, definitely need him to make that throw. 1-2 counts. Peralta sets. Here is the pitch. That's going to be low 2-2. Checked his swing, and he did not go. Then you get a hit off Pirates or Paul Skeens given 100 pitches. Me now? No, definitely not. 100% not. Me in my prime, athletic prime, 10, 11 years ago, I can probably make contact with it, probably a foul ball. But me now, no, probably not. I'd like to think I would learn by, pitch 80 or 90. Like, I'd kind of get a read on him, maybe. I don't know. But probably not. Probably be a foul ball if I'm lucky. 2-2 counts. Peralta kicks and deals. That's a breaking ball. Low 3-2. Again, a runner on third with 2 outs in the top of the 5th. The Pirates looking for another run. Again, they already got a run this inning. Looking to keep it going. Keep themselves in the game. Go with the White Sox in that game. Yeah, maybe. Maybe they can pull the upset on opening day against the Brew Crew. Pirates would definitely like it. Nationals were up on the Cubs earlier. I don't recall what I guess I don't know what the score would be now. Looks like Alvarez is going to have a little chat here with Peralta. I don't know what's going on, but looks like there's an issue. Roll Pirates and Roll Tide beat Michigan. I don't know if that's going to happen. I think I have a bold take here. I think all the SEC teams are eliminated by the Elite Eight. I think every one of them drops in the Sweet 16. There will be no more SEC basketball teams this weekend. They'll be done. They'll be done by Friday nights. But we'll see. We'll see how that goes. I'll be covering a few of them, of course. 3-2 count to Reynolds as we're back in action. Again, a runner on third. Here is the pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Fulton with the off-speed pitch out of the zone as Peralta gets out of it. And that's probably his final inning of work as we enter the bottom of the 5th inning. The Mets leading 6-4. All right, let's go back. We're going to try out. Again, you get a little bit more information with this one. Obviously, won't be able to line it up until we see a batter. Of course, we'll make sure that it's centered. I don't know. I'll be playing around with it. Again, appreciate you guys for tuning in. I, of course, am Dr. Delay. And, of course, if you do enjoy what you've been listening to, make sure, again, to leave a like and, of course, subscribe to the channel. Of course, I'm more of a football channel. That is kind of my thing. That is where the success is. That's where my love of sports really is football, the NFL, the Steelers. But I'm not just the Steelers channel. I do cover every Steeler game, but we do 3 games every Sunday and all that sorts. So again, if you're a fan of anybody, the Jets and the Giants, whatever, if you're a New York fan, again, I covered everybody at least once last year. Jets, I think, about 3 times. The Giants, I think, 2. I don't know. But again, we cover everybody at least once for the NFL. For baseball season, the goal is to cover at least about 100 to 120 Pirates games. And we will be bouncing around Major League Baseball as well. It's not just Pirates, but of course, if there's a lot of success with the Pirates streams, we'll try to ramp it up. But again, about 100 to 120 is what I expect. And I will be missing the rest of this week, so I do apologize. But again, I'll be covering the Pirates. I promise I'm not just going to go away. This is a growing channel, and definitely appreciative of you guys clicking on this small channel. But again, it's not going to be small for much longer, as we are definitely moving up. We're moving up and just getting ready for football season. But obviously, baseball is pretty fun too. So thank you again for tuning on in, as we'll do a scoreboard update real quick before we get back into action here. Right now, the Brewers lead 4-1 in the top of the third against the White Sox. Looks like they came alive there. Nationals and the Cubs 1-1 in the bottom of the third. Twins, Orioles, they are still in a warm-up, so still a lot of baseball left to be played. We're back in action as Montgomery delivers a pitch that's in there for a called strike. Marcus Semien is 2 for 2 on the day for the Mets. So again, let's see again. Let me know if you like this one or the previous one, as that's going to be inside 1-1. Trying to make sure this looks good. Looking like MLB The Show over here. There's no shy welcome. The first thing I see is Cruz doing Cruz things. I know, it's crazy, as that's going to be sent to center. Cruz is under it and makes the catch for out number 1. Cruz is learning. There we go. We got it. So Cruz makes the catch. That's always nice. That's going to bring Carson Bench, who's at the plate, and I'll just go ahead and leave it like this. And Bench again is 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts, as that's cut on and sent foul. You like this one? Gotcha. Yeah, let me know if you guys prefer the other screen. Let me know. I'm definitely open to feedback. This is a chat-friendly channel. I really try to get to the chat as often as I can. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. That is inside 1-1. Again, 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th. The Mets, of course, leading 6-4 over the Pirates. As here's the pitch. That's going to be hit to left, and that is going to get out of play for a foul ball. That'll be a souvenir. 1-2 now to Carson Bench. Again, his MLB debut. It's got some necklaces there. It seems to be the common thing with young prospects. Got to wear those diamond necklaces, I guess. As that's a breaking ball in the dirt. Checked his swing, did not go, as it's 2-2. Milwaukee's up 4-1. Yes, check the score just a while ago. Appreciate you, Jason, for tuning in. 4-1 on the White Sox. Pirates down 6-4 on the Mets. As here's the pitch. That's cut on and sent to left. That one will get out of play once again, as that is a foul ball. I think they should have moved Cruz to third, as he used to play short. Yeah, and then put Mangum at third, center. Yeah. That would have been fine with me, as that's going to be upstairs 3-2. These guys look like cartoons. They do, Thomas. They do. 3-2 count to Bench, as Montgomery delivers. That's cut on and sent once again. Foul. Quite a battle here. Just kind of working that count, I guess. Or, well, not really working the count, but working the pitch count. As Montgomery's now at 37 pitches. Don't think he'll pitch another inning. I think this will be his last. Jersey Mike's time. There we go. Isaac Matson warming up. I like him. Really good last year for the Pirates. Here's the 3-2. That's inside ball 4. As Benj gets his first walk in the majors. Gets on base for the first time. Now coming to the plate is going to be Francisco Alvarez. And it looks like Kelly's actually going to yank him now. So no more Montgomery. We will see Isaac Mattson. Pretty solid reliever last year for the Pirates. Quite the find for the Pirates. We'll see again if he can continue that into this year. The Pirates definitely need it. Milwaukee has a good team. Oh, they do, for sure. I got the Cardinals winning the division. That is a bold take, Bob. That is a very bold take. I have them last. How you feeling about the upcoming season for the Pirates? I feel pretty good. Obviously, you saw the predictions. Had them at 84 or 85 and 77, but we'll see. Again, the Brewers and the Padres. I think the wild card's gonna be really competitive, obviously. So we'll see. I'm kind of maybe a little bit delusional with the Pirates. And again, I think if they can get average run support, they'll be fine. But it seems today that the pitching has been the problem. So that sounds about right. That sounds about right. Pirates get some bats. Now they can't pitch. So again, a pitching change for the Pirates is Isaac Mattson. But again, the Brewers will be fine, I think. They lost some players. That we'll see though. We'll see how it goes. I think they'll be fine though. I think again it'll be a really fun year for the NL. I think the NL is where it's at. We got the Braves. Where did I have the Braves? I don't know what that means there. All right, we're gonna get rid of that. I don't know. Let me double check. I know I have the Braves making the playoffs. I do think the Braves underachieved last year for sure. So let me just actually I have to go double. Let's go on YouTube. Let's see here. Actually, I can pull it up. No, that's right. I can't pull it up anymore right now. Not right now. Let's see here. The NL East. I have the Braves at 88-74. I have them taking the wild card spots. I just realized I have the wrong numbers for the Mets and the Braves. I had the Mets at the 4, Braves at the 5. The Pirates at the 6. But again, the Brewers, Padres, the Reds, even the Giants. I know they didn't look great, but again, that's just one game. I think they all, again, I think the NL is going to be really good this year. I think it's going to be really fun, as that's going to be in there for a called strike to Francisco Alvarez. Again, runner on first, one out. In the East, I have him at 3rd, but again, I think they make the playoffs. I do have him behind the Phillies and the Mets. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. That's a swing and a miss. Strike 2. Again, Isaac Mattson, pretty solid in my opinion. I think he's a really great reliever. 40 years Milwaukee's winning the World Series. There you go. I will never say that about the Pirates. I think, again, I'm happy with the playoffs. I really am. But we'll see if that happens. 0-2 count. Mattson delivers, as that's going to be cut on and sent to right. That one is getting out of play. I think the pitching will be fine. Yeah, I hope so. No bat. Oh, yeah, I don't. Yeah, this thing is stupid. Let me go ahead and. I don't know. Again, that's a little bit. I could probably shrink it. I'll just have to work a little bit more. That's fine for me. All right. I shouldn't have to mess with it if it's like that. We'll see. 0-2 count here to Alvarez as Mattson delivers. And that's going to be hit to right. And that's going to drop in for a base hit. O'Hearn there to throw it in. Runner's going to stay at 2nd. So now we got runners on 1st and 2nd with still 1 out in the bottom of the 5th. All right. That'll flip the lineup over. And that'll bring up Francisco Lindor. Again, with runners 1st and 2nd, just 1 out. Padres losing today? I don't know who they're playing. You got the Pirates out of the Braves. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I don't know about that. Lindor's 0 for 1 with a couple of walks. As he looks back and delivers. That's going to be outside, 1-0. Who wins MVP? You talking about Ronald Acuna? I don't know about that. He's got to prove he can play a full season again. I don't know. A lot of options. Here's the 1-0, and that's going to be a check swing, but it's in there anyway for a called strike. And 1-1 count to Francisco Lindor. Both teams in their bullpens. Just the Pirates as of now. I don't think, though, Peralta's going to be out there for the 6th. So I imagine the Mets will be in the bullpen going forward, as that pitch is going to be just missing outside once again. 2-1. Can't believe Skeens gave up 5 runs in .2 innings and that the Pirates offense actually produced. I know, right? It happens. Appreciate your microphone for tuning in. That's just baseball, man. Any given day, anything could happen. There's 162 of them. So that's just the reality of it, as that's going to be upstairs. 3-1. Matson, I gave him compliments. Now he's missing everything. Winning has not looked good. Yeah, well, I don't know. Winning usually looks pretty good. We'll see, though. I guess winning could not look good sometimes, as here's the 3-1. That's outside, ball 4. Matson walks Lindor. That's his 3rd walk of the day, by the way, for Lindor. And now it's going to be bases loaded for Juan Soto. The Mets might be cooking. So that is not ideal, but it is very much so for the Mets. Mets going to call for time. And he's 1 for 2 with the walk. So, again, he's reached base twice. Padres, Tigers, I don't know. It's a coin flip. Probably Tigers with Skubal pitching, if I had to guess. Matson sets. And delivers. That's going to be low. Ball 1 as the Mets fans liking what they're seeing. Where's the beef? Definitely not here. Matson once again sets as he delivers. That is outside 2-0. Matson struggling to find the strike zone. And Soto, of course, with a great eye. You know, he's totally okay with that. He's got a great eye, one of the best eyes. Plate discipline of just, you know, in the game today. From a couple of hundred followers to over 7,000. Thank you very much. Yes, 1 year, quite the difference, right? As here's the pitch. That's a big swing and a miss. Strike 1. 2-1 count. Yep, year 1 was pretty fun. Year 2, hopefully, is even better on YouTube. 2-1. As Matson rocks and fires. That's a grounder, and that's going to get past the shortstop. That's a base hit. That's 1 run. Throw is into the plate. It's going to be a little bit off, but they're going to hold the runners to keep them loaded. And Juan Soto with an RBI single to extend the lead for the Mets 7-4. There's a huge hole there on the left side. Pushed it the other way, and that's just good. Matson struggling in his 2026 debut. That'll bring up Bo Bichette, who's 0 for 2 in this one. You can say he's due. He's got an sacrifice fly. Again, scored a run on that, as that's going to be low, ball 1. Matson again just struggling, completely unlike the pitcher we saw last year. One and 0 count to Bichette as Matson sets. Kicks and deals. That's going to be cut on and sent to right, and that will go out of play. And that is a foul ball. Again, 1-1 count. 7-4 is your score. Mets, of course, with the lead. The Pirates, you know, they're hanging in there. As here's the 1-1. That is way upstairs. 2 and 195 on the fastball. But yeah, a lot of runs. If you like runs, this was the game for you. Definitely. I know MLB wanted this game to put up runs. That is always going to get the the casual, the viewers, as that's a swing and a miss, strike 2. I'll admit again, I prefer runs. In baseball, I like runs. If it's 13-10 in baseball, I love it. If it's 13-10 in football, I also love it. I love good defense in football. 2-2 count here to Bichette. Again, that tied him up there. As Matson. Strike 3. Can he have it? Matson delivers. That's going to be fouled back. Again, same location. Jammed him. Have a nice day. Appreciate you, Thomas, for tuning in. You as well. You have a nice day. Again, bases loaded. Mets looking for some more insurance. Here's the pitch. That's a foul tip off of Henry Davis. As this at-bat will just continue forever, apparently. Do you like the pick about the Cardinals winning the division? I'll be honest with you, I don't. I don't think the Cardinals have a chance this year. They normally, again, a model franchise, but they are just not good this year. I don't think they will be. We'll see, though. Again, baseball, sports in general, just you never know what could happen. Once again, a 2-2 count to Bichette. Matson delivers, as that's going to be fouled back. 2-2 yet again. Y'all scored 4 runs opening game. We did. That was a different game, though. I was against the Marlins. And again, we blew it. I mean, I do think the Pirates, the Pirates led in every single game with the Marlins opening series, and we blew 3 of them in the 8th or 9th inning, I think. So that was rough. As here's the 2-2. That's going to be popped up, and yet again, that's going foul. This at-bat will continue, it seems like, forever. Milwaukee will win the division. I could see that easily. I could see, and I'll tell you this, again, Jason, I know you obviously didn't like the Pirates over the Brewers thing, but I do think the Brewers have a much better chance to win the division. I completely agree with that than the Pirates. Here's the 2-2, and that's going to be ripped foul. I might as well just go ahead and just kind of record that and play it, because that seems to be the at-bats. But yeah, I like the Cubs. I really do think the Cubs will take the Central this year. I really do. I do think that Cardinals dead last. Me too, yeah. 2-2 count to Bichette. As Matson once again sets and fires. That's going to be, you'll never guess, it was fouled back. 11 pitches. This at bat. Obviously not what Pirates fans or the manager Don Kelly was expecting. They were hoping, the Pirates were just hoping to get 4 runs and hey, we'd win like 4-3 or something, but they've allowed 7. Here's the pitch. That's, wow, you'll never guess it again. That's a foul ball. Jeez, Bichette with a great at-bat. He threw 1 changeup. All of them have been 4-seamers. 4-seam, 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 4-seam. Changeup, 4-seam, 4-seam, 4-seam. Unbelievable. 2-2 to Bichette. As Matson delivers. That is fouled off again. Unbelievable. This is kind of crazy. You got to love it. You got to respect the... Even if Bichette goes down here, you got to love... You got to love the at-bat. This is an A1 at-bat from Bo Bichette. You pulled a 9-1 Adley if I get him P5 at 99 strength. Oh, wow. Pretty good. Pretty good stuff. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. But the Mets, of course, the fans giving him a lot of love for that at-bat. That was great. Man, oh man, what a... what an at-bat for Bichette. That'll bring up Jorge Polanco, who was 1 for 2 on the day. You hate the Cubs? Yeah. What happened, Doc? I thought Skeens was pitching. He did. He did. Here's the pitch to Polanco. Handled well by Davis. As that's going to be ball 1. Going to get a hit. He did not. The addition of the pitch clock and other things speed up the game. How long till they put a limit on foul balls? Oh my gosh, I hope never. You're probably right, though. I could see it in a few years. I'm not even kidding. Here's the 1-0. That's going to be low. 2-0. All these changes to the game, and again, I don't really think they're for the better. I do like the pitch clock. I do think that's good because, and of course, the batters, I mean, having to change, you know, oh, we got to change the gloves or tighten them up after every step into the box. Ridiculous. Here's the 2-0. That's going to be outside. 3-0. Again, Matson with a rough debut here in 2026. Matson already at 29 pitches. How's it going, Ronald? Good to see you. Appreciate you, man. Mets again with the lead. Lindor. Polanco taking his time. Matson will set on the 3-0 as he delivers. That is ball 4. Matson with a 4-pitch walk, and the Mets score another run. Oh my goodness. Shades of 2008 for the Pirates. Pirates had a great lineup in 2008, a lineup that can put up runs, but the pitching just completely fell apart. And that did in the Pirates, and they ended up trading everybody. As here's the pitch, that's going to be a foul tip off the umpire. Strike one. Robert, pardon me, at the plate. He's 1 for 2. Skeens to make it out. Yeah. Yeah, the Tigers winning the division, I could see that. I think I do have the Tigers winning. Tigers or the Royals? I think it's the Tigers. I don't remember. 0-1 count here to Roberts. Again, Matson, 31 pitches. Definitely not the performance he was expecting, as that is way upstairs. 1-1. Again, bases loaded, folks. 2 outs. 1-1 counts. Matson delivers. That's going to be a tapper to the pitcher. Oh, he can't get to it. Tosses to first. Does he get him? He's safe. Oh, it was in no man's land there for the pitcher and the first baseman. As Robert runs it out, beating it out by a second or two. And the Mets now lead 9-4 as the Pirates are unraveling. Matson misplays it. First baseman Horwitz wasn't sure what to do there. That is tough. All right, that'll bring up Brett Beatty. He's 1 for 3, of course, had a 3 RBI triple. As Matson sets and fires, that is going to be low. And the ball stays with Davis, as that was right underneath him. Mizorowski, 7 strikeouts and 3 1/3 for Milwaukee. Pretty good. All the stars are stumbling out of the gate. Gambling related. Wonder how much money was on the Skeens. Well, I think it may have been more of the classic. All the classic players for the U.S. anyway struggling. So maybe the classic messed them up. I don't know. Pirates sure warm up one of their bad boys. Well, they're all bad. Not in a good way. They're just bad. They're just bad. 1-0 count here to Beatty. Again, bases loaded, 2 outs. As Matson sets and delivers. That is low, 2-0. You agree? Yeah. I think just the classic may have messed with their psyche. I don't know. Again, we saw that Logan Webb had a bad performance. Aaron Judge obviously had a terrible performance. Paul Skeens with a terrible performance. Obviously, O'Neal Cruz didn't help that, but... All right, looks like we have a mound visit here, as, again, the Pirates might be collapsing before our very eyes. 9-4 again, your score. Bases loaded, 2 outs, 2-0 count to Beatty as the pitching coach is having a little chat with Matson, as it looks like that everybody on the Pirates is kind of just unraveling. Let's get some scores across Major League Baseball, folks. Again, thank you guys for tuning in, letting me call the game for you. Hopefully you do like what you're listening to and you like and subscribe. It is free. It even says it up there. It's not clickbait, I promise. It is completely free. Brewers leading 4-1 over the White Sox at the top of the 4th. Nationals 5, Cubs 2 in the top of the 4th. And the Twins and the Orioles tied at 0-0 in the top of the second, but the Twins with runners on first and second. Phillies Rangers starting in about 40 minutes. This game still in the bottom of the fifth. Here's the pitch. That's going to be cranked to left. As Reynolds is under it and makes the catch for a long-awaited out, number 3. Mets, of course, put across some runs as they extend the lead 9-4 over the battling Buccos. The battling. I don't know if they're battling. Your next Screwball. Well, again, he went home early, so he might be spared. Still some fun baseball to watch. Oh, yeah, for sure. A lot of runs scored in this one. Obviously, I wish it was more of a, competitive game. Again, thank you guys for watching. Again, appreciate you guys. Again, if you're a baseball fan, make sure to subscribe. We're doing a lot of baseball here on the channel. And again, not just Pirates, but we'll be doing a lot of Pirates. If you're a Pirates fan, again, expect about 100 to about 120 Pirates games to be featured on the channel. So hopefully I will be your voice for baseball season. I know there's other people that do Pirates games, but they don't do every Pirates game. They just do Paul Skeen starts. I will be here for a lot of them, so make sure to do that. Make sure to sub. It is free. Again, I was here for Andrew Heaney last year. I was here, so I'll be here again this year as well, covering more Pirates. But obviously, again, we'll do other baseball as well. Brewers, of course, for sure. A lot of Brewers support on the channel. It makes it easier that they play the Pirates a little bit more than the average team, of course, being in the NL Central. And yeah, and again, if you're a football fan, make sure to subscribe. It's not just the Steelers channel. We cover every Steelers game, but again, we covered every team at least once. So again, if you're a fan of the Jets or the the Giants or whatever team, Patriots, 49ers, Jaguars, Titans, I mean, we covered you at least once. So make sure again to subscribe to the channel. It is free. That is when the channel is really rocking. It really is. So now the Pirates 20. It's the Rockies last year being down 9-0. That is actually untrue because not true. The Rockies beat the Pirates down 9-0 last year. I covered that game. That was depression. That was really depression. That was depression. That was just horrible. And I left it up. It's still there. I left every pretty much stream up. Anyway, Aaron coming back to the Steelers. I think so, but I'm kind of annoyed with that he's taking so long. Really annoyed with it, to be honest with you. Time for the Pirates to throw a brushback pitch at them. Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think they need to plunk anybody. Don't think they need to do that. That would be pretty crazy, though. That would be wild. Man. All right, now stepping to the plate is Marcell Ozuna. Ozuna's going to be trying to get this Pirates team back in it. Tobias Myers in the pitch as he misses up high, 1-0. Tobias Myers last year with the Brewers, 3.55 ERA, whip of a 1.36 as Myers delivers the 1-0. That's a big cut and a big miss, strike one. Let's see here. Do you think the Padres beats? I don't know. Again, it's a 50-50. Just intimidate, not hit him. Okay, all right. Well, we'll see. Here's the 1-1. That's going to be outside 2-1. They're going to do the comparison. That's great. So Paul Skeen's actually the first reigning Cy Young winner not to complete the first inning of the first start the following year. That is pretty crazy stuff there as Ozuna pops this one up. Looks like Lindor is under it in shallow left and makes the catch for out number 1. Ryan O'Hearn going to come to the plate here as I believe he is 0 for 2. He is looking for his first Pirates hit, or hit as a Pirate. Again, obviously, if you're just tuning in, Mets 9, Pirates 4. It's been a rough one. Been a rough one for the Buccos as that's going to be inside ball, and ball gets away, but luckily for the Mets, no one's on to take advantage. And, of course, if you are interested in March Madness, I'll be back tonight to cover a couple games for you. We'll be starting off with Iowa, Nebraska. Here's the 1-0. That's going to be upstairs 2. And 0 to O'Hearn. So, again, we do a lot of stuff on the channel. A lot of stuff for sure. 2-0 as Myers delivers. That is high. Almost hit him. 3-0. But yes, we'll be starting off with Iowa, Nebraska, and then we got Illinois, Houston tomorrow, Alabama, Michigan, Tennessee, and Iowa State. Here's the 3-0. That's going to be in there for a called strike at the knees, 90 on the fastball to O'Hearn. How many wins? I think they can have a winning record, though obviously would have loved to win on opening day with Skeens, as O'Hearn sends this one to left, and that one will become a souvenir. Three and 2 count to Ryan O'Hearn. Again, the other Pirates edition has made himself known with 2 home runs, as Myers sets and delivers, and O'Hearn sends this to left. Soto on the run, looking to play it off the wall. That one's gone! Oh, off the top of the railing, clear the deck, cannonball coming. Ryan O'Hearn with an opposite field shot. It just kept going. Neil Walker agreeing. It just kept going. 9-5 now your score. As the new additions for the Pirates, offensively anyway, O'Hearn and Lowe have definitely added something to this team. It's unfortunate the rest of the Pirates are playing with the Pirates. It's unfortunate that they're playing like they did last year. As now coming to the plate, it's going to be Jared Triolo. He was 0 for 2 in this one. As Myers delivers, that's going to be outside ball 1. Keep fighting the battling Buccos. They kind of trying to keep themselves alive, keep themselves in it. You know, for the and make something happen potentially later down in this one. Here's the 1-0, as that's going to be low, 2-0. So you have offense but no pitching this year. Yeah, that's that would be horrible, wouldn't it? Wouldn't that be something? Here's the 2-0 as Triolo sends this to center. Robert is already under it, though, to make the catch for out number 2. And now that'll bring up Spencer Horwitz, who was 0 for 2. Matt Vasgersian saying the Pirates have homered the Mets 3-0. Obviously, that is proof then it doesn't matter how you score your runs. Home runs are cool, but if you can't small ball your way, if you can't draw walks, it doesn't matter. If you're not on base, solo shots won't really lead you much. They're nice. As Myers delivers, that's going to be in there for a called strike. Man, oh man, yeah, it's a shame that the Pirates have just pitched poorly and played poor defense. Here's the 0-1, as that's going to be low, as it's going to be 1-1. Ball got away. Looked like, actually, when you look at where it landed on the strike zone there, it caught the bottom of the zone, but of course, bad frame, or of course not catching the ball usually means it's not going to get called. Here's the 1-1, as that's going to be popped up, chased it out of the zone. As it looks like Bichette is there to make the catch, round number 3. The Pirates get one back, though. The solo shot from Ryan O'Hearn, making it 9-5 here at Citi Field. 75% of the time, team wins the game after 3 home runs or more. Well, looks like the Pirates will settle for 25%. Here the Cubs are losing. Yes, they are. Well, they were last time we checked. Again, there's a little ticker here to the right of me, to your left. But I will check myself. Maybe I can actually check on here. Do you guys see this? You guys do? Look at that. All right, well, I don't have to worry about this then. All right. Again, the Brewers leading 5-1 over the White Sox. Nationals leading 7-2 over the Cubs. Twins and the Orioles 0-0 in the bottom of the second. And, of course, Reds and the Red Sox warming up, as well as the Tigers and the Padres. Again, folks, tomorrow no baseball for the channel. We'll be covering a lot of college basketball this weekend. I do apologize. Again, I won't be here for every Pirates game, but again, right after college basketball, there will be pretty much no interruptions. Again, I'll be doing as many Pirates games as I can. Expect about 100 to 120 Pirates games. And, of course, again, doing other baseball games as well. Delay there. How's long time no speak? How you been? I've been okay. Good to see RC. Hopefully all is well with you, man. Hopefully all is well. I know Iowa, they were eliminated in the women's, but the men's, they are still going all right. And then the St. Louis, they were also eliminated in the men's as well. But yeah, good to see you. Hopefully all is well with the RC. Fantasy team is doing well so far. We'll see how long it lasts. Yeah, well, hey, you know, that's good. It's a long season, of course, but you gotta like it. Watching Italy on YouTube. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, just gonna hide for a sec. Let me check some things real quick. But again, appreciate you guys for tuning in. Make sure, again, if you do like what you're listening to, make sure to like and subscribe. It is free to do so. It is completely free to do so. All right, another pitching change for the Pirates. Justin Lawrence last year didn't play much. He played at the beginning, got hurt, came back at the end. .51 ERA, whip of a .96. It was acquired from the Rockies. I can't remember if that was a trade or just a free agent acquisition or whatnot. But apparently, when playing at Coors Field, he was terrible. But away from Coors Field, had like a 3 ERA. That's why the Pirates took the gamble, and he definitely was really good for the Pirates last year. Marcus Semien at the plate. As here's the pitch. That's a chopper, and that's going foul. You have the Yukon Peninsula winning for the women. That'd be pretty interesting. 0-1 count here again to Marcus Semien. 2 for 3 on the day as Lawrence sets and delivers as that's hit to center. Cruz jogging on over to make the catch for out number 1. All right, Semien goes down. That'll bring up Carson Bench, who is 0 for 2 with the walk. Again, his MLB debut, looking for his first hits in Major League Baseball. Lawrence sets, kicks, and deals as Bench hits this to right. On the run is the right fielder, and that one is gone. Carson Bench with his first MLB hit, and that comes in the form of a home run as the Mets now lead 10-5. His first home run leaves the yard. And the Mets have now put up 10 on the Pirates. Hey, Dr. Lee, little late, but better late than never. Oh, yeah, appreciate you, Dwight, for tuning in. Wow, this game actually is on regular TV. Yes, NBC with the coverage. Bench homer, yes, sir, as that's going to be in there for a called strike. Francisco Alvarez at the plate again. He's 1 for 2. As Carson Bench, his first hit is a home run. And the Mets fans loving it. Hopefully the first of many for that young man. For the Mets fans, of course, not for today. That'd be unfortunate for the Pirates. Lawrence sets and fires. That's way outside. Gets back to the backstop. 1-1. Makes a rough old pitch. Yeah. I don't know. Oh my gosh. That's an awesome first hit. It is. Pirates making dreams come true. That's what we do. 1-1. Here's the pitch. That's going to be in there for a called strike at the knees. 6-1 Milwaukee. Nice. Keen's rough day. Yes. Thought I said I was here for the good part. This isn't good, Doc. It wasn't. The good part was the top of the first. Here's the 1-2 as that's going to be outside 2-2. That's what we do, Chris and Jason. That's what we do, folks. The Pirates may not make the Pirates fans happy, but they definitely know how to make other teams' fans happy. So that's really nice. 2-2 count. Lawrence sets, kicks, and deals. As that's going to be ripped to left, and that one is foul. Nice contact. Just a little bit too out in front. 2-2 count here again to Alvarez. Obviously nobody on, due of course to the home run. 10-5 your score as Alvarez sends this to left center. That one's a no-doubter. That one's gone. Second deck. The Mets now lead 11-5. Unbelievable. The Mets just piling it on. 16 runs have been scored in this one, folks. Jeez, I mean, that is just almost depressing for me. But of course, you guys, if you're a Mets fan, having a great time. Got out early, first inning. Yep, that was just, it was unfortunate. That was just a tale of what was meant to come. Of course, this reworked Mets lineup looking like $1 million, more than that, $300 million. I think that's the payroll. As Lawrence pitches outside ball one. Francisco Lindor at the plate. He's 0 for 1 with 3 walks. He has been on base and has been a thorn in the Pirates' side when on it. 1-0. Lawrence sets, kicks, and deals as that's going to be hit to the left, and that one is going foul. Had a newborn baby last month with wife to be. It's been a while. Congratulations, RC. Congrats, man. Yeah, that sounds like a lot. Hear about Pat McAfee bat with the Brewers pitcher today? I did not. 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be way inside. 2-0. So all the Pirates relievers that did well last year, Matson, Lawrence, struggling this year. That is not good. Think Rosanna's? Yeah, I would say so. Here's the 2-1 as that's going to be a chopper here to third. Gonzalez has it, throws to first, gets him by a step. Nice play by Nick Gonzalez for out number 2. And that'll bring up Juan Soto. Again with nobody on, 2 outs. At least Lau's on pace to hit 324 homers. Yeah, that's good at least. We need that. We need those numbers. And even then we'll lose. We're on pace to go 0 and... We're on pace to lose every game with those numbers. Isn't that amazing? Here's the pitch as Soto hits this to right. As it looks like O'Hearn is under it, though, to make the catch just shy of the warning track for allowed. Out number 3, but the Mets tack on 2. As Carson Bench gets his first career homer. Francisco Alvarez gets his first home run of the 2026 season. We enter the top of the 7th, the Mets leading 11-5. Let's see here. Nats have a touchdown. The Cubs have a field goal. Nice. As the Yankees fans, I wanted you to beat them. Me too. Appreciate you there, Morales, for tuning in. You have the graphics working, looking good. Appreciate you. Yeah, no, finally. It wasn't working last night, but apparently I wasn't signed in. Apparently, I don't know. Apparently I had to sign in and all that nonsense. It's really stupid. If he can throw 104 miles per hour today, then Pat will donate $100,000. Oh, wow. Is it time to put Connor Joe? I miss Connor Joe, man. Yeah, no, he's not in, though. He is not with us. This team, I know, Dean, it's tough. I love baseball and how we get worked up over the first game. Yeah, well, I mean, I'm fine. It's just a little disappointing. It's a little disappointing, obviously. The Pirates made their moves, got some bats, and the bats have looked good, albeit Marcell Ozuna has not done anything. But, the offense looks good. The defense, again, with Cruz, obviously looks bad. But then the pitching, obviously, has been atrocious today. All right, elsewhere again, the Brewers lead 6-1 over the White Sox as they head to the bottom of the 5th. The Nationals lead 7-3 over the Cubs as they head to the top of the 5th. Twins-Orioles 0-0, and of course everyone else is warming up. So a lot of baseball on today. Unfortunately, this will be my last Pirates game, or last baseball game of the day. Not last Pirates game. Definitely the first of many, of course, on the channel. We'll be calling some March Madness tonight. Hopefully I see you guys there. But of course, again, if you're just strictly baseball, that's totally fine. But again, we'll be covering a lot of baseball this year, a lot of Pirates. Again, about 120 games is what I expect. So again, if you're a Pirates fan, make sure to like and subscribe. If you're a Mets fan, make sure to subscribe as well. I could be covering, again, some Mets in the future. I know the Pirates play them, I think, in August. You never know. Again, random games might happen with the Mets. You never know. But again, if you're like a Giants, Jets fan, again, the NFL is where it's at on this channel. That's where I got most of my subscribers with college football and the NFL. I got 6,000 of my subscribers with football season. So just keep that in mind. And I've been doing this for a month. So that is like almost 90% of my subs are because of football, as that's going to be outside for a called strike. We're back in action here in the top of the 7th. Again, Mets with a 6-run lead as Nick Gonzalez set the plates, facing an 0-1 count. Here's the pitch, as that is upstairs 1-1. But yeah, make sure again to like and subscribe. Again, feel free to tell your Pirates friends about it. For your friends, again, that's just anyone. It is free. It is free to subscribe to the channel. Here's the pitch, as that's going to be fouled back 1-2 to Nicky G. Milwaukee's going to win the World Series. There you go. Do you do any Braves games? Every now and then. Again, it's going to be like random. Very, very unlikely that they'll be featured a lot, because On the Go with CeeLo covers Braves. But again, whenever they play the Pirates, that is the goal. I'll cover when I can, as that's going to be upstairs 2-2. At least this is the Pirates' home opener. Yeah. Does Atlanta games now? Yeah, again, it's just rare. 2-2 count as Myers kicks and deals. That's a swing and a miss. Oh, it's going to be getting away, but Gonzalez didn't know it got away. Throws to first for out number 1. Pleasant broadcast. Thoroughly enjoyed. Thank you. Thank you very much, sports. Appreciate you, Sharp. Appreciate you. Hopefully, I see you around in another stream. Again, we'll be covering a lot of college basketball this weekend. But of course, after this weekend, basketball will only be featured a little bit. College basketball, no NBA on the channel. I don't do NBAs. That's ripped to third. Nice play by Bichette. Throws to first and gets Davis by a couple of steps for round number 2. What a play by Bo Bichette. Davis got past him earlier, but not that time. Last year took you a month to get over. Yeah, still not over it. Yeah, that was tough. I really thought the Brewers would beat the Dodgers. I really did. I really did. I didn't think a sweep was even happening. Like, not at all. All right, Myers will face Cruz as Cruz looks at a pitch down low for ball 1. Again, if you're just tuning in, Mets leading, of course, 11-5. Nobody on, 2 outs in the top of the 7th. Here's the pitch to Cruz, as that's a chopper. Chopper to second. Cruz trying to run it out and gets him by his step. And that's at least good to see. Cruz trying to run it out there. But 1, 2, 3 are the Pirates as we head to the bottom of the 7th for the 7th inning stretch. Mets 11, Pirates 5. Roll Tide. Yeah, I'll be doing actually again the Alabama-Michigan game. So I do have Michigan winning. The whole thing. 8-1 Milwaukee. Looking pretty good over there. The Brewers looking hungry. Again, the Nationals leading 7-3 over the Cubs. 0-0 in Baltimore. So again, feel free, of course, to chat down below. Of course, we're just kind of hanging out as this game is reaching its conclusion. Of course, we already kind of know how it ends. Most likely not raising the Jolly Roger. None of that. Hitting and pitching Milwaukee showing up today. Yeah, they are. 8-1. Pretty good. Pretty good stuff. They're singing God Bless America. Well, that's cool. All right. But yeah, again, appreciate you guys for tuning in. Again, I know there's a lot of other streamers calling the game, so I appreciate you guys letting the small channel call the game. But again, folks, we're not going to be a small channel for much longer, as I do think this is a good year to grow the channel. I think it's going to happen. So thank you guys again for hanging out. Pirates fan, Mets fan, or just a neutral fan, thank you guys again for hanging out. I appreciate that. Keeping me company. Of course, it's looking like the Mets will probably win. I do have a poll in the chat. Haven't really talked about it, but it is what it is. 52% of you guys took the Pirates. 48% with the Mets. Man. I don't know if I should make a new poll or whatnot. I don't know. Oh, well. Looking forward to that turkey sandwich, though. Turkey, cheese, and mayo. That's what I'm going to have right after this. As I'm going to await the March Madness games. Again, doing 2 games. You're a Dr. Delay fan? Oh, I appreciate it, Chris. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Just looking forward to many good streams, you know, and, you know, yeah, we'll see again. The Brewers, I expect, will do well. And the same thing with the Packers. I'm definitely, I respect the Packers a lot. So hoping that you have some good years, or a good year this year for the Brewers and the Packers. But if push comes to shove, then the, you know, Pirates all the way, of course. Just saying. Just saying. Pirates finish above 500. That's a good one. I feel like I know where that's going. Based on today's performance, everyone usually goes with the immediate reaction. So I think they will. Why in the world? I think they will not. All right, will the Pirates finish above 500, folks? Check yes or no. I still believe they will. But let me know down below. Am I in the minority, or am I thinking with the majority here? Again, thank you guys for tuning in. Looks like we're working our way back here. Bottom of the 7th, Bo Bichette coming to the plate. He is 0 for 3. With 3 strikeouts, does have a sacrifice fly. It's only the first game. That is very much true. Soto last year with the Mets, 4.18 ERA, 1.43 whip. Looking to lower those numbers as here's the pitch. That's a broken bat. Jammer to left. Reynolds on the run. Makes the running catch for out number 1. 1 pitch, 1 out. Broken bats. Jammed him. It's only 1 game. There we go. 1 game above. Hey, I'll take it. I've seen teams lose 1 and win the next 2. There you go. Just behind the Brewers. Yeah. Oh, my goodness. It would be weird to finish below 500 since we were winning the division this year. It makes me almost feel... Yeah. This guy... You're crazy. All right, here's the pitch. That's going to be in there for a called strike. Yeah, that's great, Denny. That's great. Oh, my goodness. 0-1 count here to, again, Jorge Polanco. As that's a swing and a miss. Strike 2. Again, the Mets, of course, a lot of people moving in and out. Freddie Peralta, Bo Bichette, Polanco, Robert Jr., Simeon coming in for the Mets. Of course, they lost Brandon Nimmo, Pete Alonso, Gregory Soto. I'm sure there was plenty more. Jeff McNeil, I think he's gone. So, yeah, a lot of players for the Mets that are gone. As that's a swing and a miss. He struck him out. So Gregory Soto looking pretty good in the Pirates, in his Pirates debut. This guy, yeah. Yankees are winning this year, looking like a Braves Yankees World Series. Man. Yeah, Braves again. I think the Braves are looking pretty good. We'll see though. They gotta stay healthy. Here's the pitch to Robert, as that's going to be a swing and a miss. Strike 1. Edwin Diaz, another key player that left. Yes, thank you. Doctor, you're not doing good. Sorry, Steelers fan. Yeah, no, it's been a rough day for the Pirates. Here's the 0-1. That's another swing and a miss. Strike 2. Looking for a very quick inning here. Just the 7th inning in general. The Pirates went down very quickly. The Mets 1 strike away from us going to the 8th. As here's the 0-2, and that's going to be popped up. Davis on the run, but that will go out of play and become a souvenir. The Mets putting in the bench now. They're not putting in the bench now. Definitely not. Are they really putting in the bench? I mean, not to my knowledge. 0-2 count to Robert Jr. As Soto sets and delivers. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Very quick inning. As we enter the top of the 8th, the Mets, of course, leading 11-5. Can we cope in any way with this game? Put up runs. Pirates put up 5 runs. Can't be upset with the offense. I mean, you would like to see more base runners, but I mean, you put up 5 runs a game. Hey, that's a lot of runs, so that'll work. But obviously, is that doable? I don't know. Obviously, too early to tell. But the Pirates made some nice additions, and 2 of them have produced today. Ozuna still looking for his first hit as a Pirate, so we'll see. What's up, Dr. Lay? Mets kicking, tail today for sure. Great. How's it going? Again, good to see you, Leo. Appreciate you for rubbing it in. Yeah, I know the Pirates are bad. They're not looking good today anyway. But yeah, good stuff. You guys will start off 1-0 for sure. For sure. I still think the Pirates can take 1. I don't think it'll be a sweep. I still think we can take 1. Well, we'll see. We'll have to hope on Saturday or Sunday. Preferably Saturday. That way we don't have to stress about it Sunday. Hitters are hitting. The pitchers start pitching. We will do more winning. Yes. What did you think of Skeens today? Obviously terrible. But, you know, Cruz didn't help him either. O'Neal Cruz, again, he's a bum in center. He really is. He can't play the outfield. He just, I don't know. I don't know what to do with him. I don't know what to do with him. Again, he's too athletic for him to not play the field, but he's just terrible. They're just waiting to show out for the home opener. Yeah, I don't know if that's really what they're thinking. Would have been nice to show out today, personally. Brewers 8, White Sox 1, Nationals 7, Cubs 3, Twins and the Orioles tied at 0-0, and of course a bunch of other games starting, I think, within the next 20 minutes, as opening day is getting ready. Again, a lot of teams just playing today. Obviously, Yankees, Giants played yesterday, and then we have some teams that don't even play today. They played Friday. Really weird. It would be depressing for you if the Pirates only lost the series with the skiing start. I mean, I'd be actually great. I'd feel great about that, Chris, to be honest with you. But this is the only game I'm going to be covering this series, so yes, that would be a little bit of a bummer. Then I would question, am I good luck? Am I bad luck for the Pirates? Like what? All right, here we go. We're back in action as Brandon Lau is at the plate as he looks at a pitch down low, ball 1. Brandon Lau, again, 2 for 3, a couple of homers and 3 RBIs, off to a great start. As Myers delivers, and that's a big swing and a miss. Strike 1. I think he's buying his own hype. If he just wears sunglasses, he could be good. Well, he needs to put them on. Cruz gets moved to a corner outfield spot. I'm not against it. I'm not against it. Here's the 1-1, as that's going to be low, 2-1. First base would be a waste of Cruz's speed and arm, but it's either that or DH at this point. Completely agree. And I feel you, like I said. Man, he's got the tools to be a great defender, but he's just not. Here's the 2-1. That's going to be grounded to first. Oh, Polanco has trouble with it. Tosses to first. Gets him by a couple of steps for out number 1. I like that. Lau ran it out. Polanco had trouble with it. Again, a kind of a... No, it took a bad hop there, but good stuff by Polanco to kind of maintain composure and get the out as Brian Reynolds come to the plate. He's 1 for 3. How do you feel about this year? You're the coach for the Steelers. I feel all right. You know, it's not. I don't think we'll be bad by any means, as Brian Reynolds sends this one foul. I like the change of pace. I think it'll be nice to have a new voice for that locker room. I really do. Finally joining the 21st century of the NFL and going with an offensive-minded coach, as that's going to be in the dirt, 1-1. White Sox are still a bad team, apparently so. And it was 8-1 last time we checked. Reynolds again, 1 for 3, singled in the third. Could have been a double, but a good play by Soto kept it from that. Myers sets, kicks, and deals as that's a grounder to first, and Polanco holds on to it this time and steps on the bag for out number 2. Pirates down to their last 4 outs, and Marcell Ozuna will come to the plate, his last chance to get a hit in his Pirates debut, most likely, barring, of course, a great run here of the Pirates in the, waiting hours of this one, waiting outs. Ozuna again 0 for 3 as Myers sets and kicks and deals. That's going to be on the outside corner for a called strike. Ozuna might as well challenge it, honestly, at this point. Who cares? You got 2 challenges, may as well use it. 0-1 count as Myers fires. That's going to be in there, and it's going to be 0-2. Nationals 7, Cubs 3 in the bottom of the 5th. That scoreboard update was brought to you by a true Raider. Appreciate you, Raider, for tuning in, providing that update. Here's the 0-2. That's going to be outside 1-2. 1-2 here again. Myers, former Brewer, settling in pretty well with the Mets, as that's going to be popped up. And that will get out of play. Who's your pop picking for the World Series? I don't know. I don't think he really made any picks. He's not really. He's kind of like me. He's NFL, football. He does like the Pirates, of course, but doesn't really pay attention to much outside of that. As here's the 1-2. That's going to be upstairs 2-2. Yeah, he doesn't really pay much attention to the teams, but I don't know. Next time he's in here, I'll definitely ask. I know he checked in earlier on his lunch break. 2-2 count. Myers kicks and fires, as that's going to be fouled back yet again. Again, thank you guys for tuning in. Obviously, this game not over, but obviously a little bit out of hand, so I appreciate you guys still hanging out with me here in the top of the 8th. Pretty great crowd for opening day, honestly. As here's the 2-2. That's going to be low. 3-2. This might be one of my highest streams for a Pirates game. Almost 4,000 views. We're at 3,800. As here's the 3-2, and that's going to be popped up. And looks like Polanco is under it and makes the catch for out number 3. All right, we head to the bottom of the 8th. The Mets lead 11-5. Brewers 8, White Sox 1. Bottom of the 6th. And those are the only games happening. Oh, just kidding. Again, Twins and Orioles 0-0 in that one. No offense in that one. Great pitching, I guess. This one we have great offense all around. Again, even the Pirates 5 runs. That's pretty good. Take that. So thank you again for tuning in. Again, hopefully I see you guys tonight. If you're looking for some college basketball action, I got you covered. Doing 8 games over the next 4 days. Slowing down. I was doing 3 games a day for the round of 32, round of 64. If you're a Jaguar Gator, you're on the whole day, which I don't know how he does that. Next year, though, Rob, I don't know if you're still here, Rob, but I'm going to try to do what he did. I'm going to try to do it. We'll try at least one day. I don't know if I can make it happen. It might be a failure, but I will definitely give it an honest go. I really will. You got a lot of people calling games. Apparently Max Coverage stopped streaming. Didn't realize he would stop doing that. Guess he thought the game was over. But, I mean, I guess it is. Ha, 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 yeah. Anyway, again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Again, if you did like what you've listened to today, make sure, again, to like and subscribe. It is free, I promise you. Not going to be charging you a dime, folks. Look at that. It even says it's free. Think of it more as a follow Think of it more as a follow here on YouTube, like on Twitter or on, Facebook, Instagram, whatever it is. Again, make sure to spread the word that I'll be on for a lot of baseball season. Of course, again, I'm a football first channel, but again, do a lot of baseball. Did it last year. Going to do even more this year. Again, we did about 70 Pirates games. Did about 150 total games last year in general, but we're going to see a little bit more for the Pirates this year. About 120 is my goal for the Pirates. 120 games for the Pirates, and then of course try to get 200. I want to try to do 200 baseball games this year. So a lot of baseball. Make sure to let your friends know, hey, there's this guy that calls games and it's free. Just again, subscribe to the channel. Again, that's all you got to do. It is free. Enjoy your stream, you kick butt. Appreciate you, Russell. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Good to see you, Miss Tammy. Appreciate you. I totally understand. Work is work. As Dennis Santana going to be pitching here for the Pirates, as he'll be facing Brett Beatty, who was 1 for 4 and a triple. 3 RBIs for Brett Beatty. Again, Santana last year, 2.18 ERA, as that's going to be outside 2-0. And, of course, with how I've praised the Pirates pitchers, how great they were last year, they've all struggled. So I probably won't be praising him much longer. 2-0 count to Santana sets, rocks and fires, as that's going to be yanked to right, but that one is foul. Matt Vasgersian saying he's still out there after one of the color guys just kind of said he just cost him. Cruz cost him some runs. He did, as that's going to be sent to left, and that one will even the count at 2-2. Got to go to work very soon. Again, appreciate you, Russell. Appreciate you guys all for tuning in. Hopefully you guys have a great day at work. 2-2 count as Skeens is already in his hoodie. He is just not having a good time. He looks really ticked off over there, and I don't blame him. But maybe he'll lock in for the next start. Here's the 2-2, and that's going to be cut on and sent to left. That one is also going foul. Like your stadium batting setup? Oh, yeah. No, it's on MLB.com. Yeah, we're going to go with that from now on. We're going to have that. I think it'll be pretty nice going forward. Neat little touch. 2-2. Here's the pitch, as that's a jammer to second. As Lau has it, throws to first, gets him by a step. Beatty made that a closer play than it really needed to be for out number 1. And that will bring up Marcus Semien. It was 2 for 4 with the double. Pens play tonight. Pens winner. I know, Mike, man. The Penguins, man, they're kind of struggling. It's really deflating. And I really do want to get to another Penguins game soon. Just a lot of stuff on the channel to cover as of late, as that's going to be in there for a cold strike. Yeah, really frustrating, man. The Penguins kind of just... My dad even said, like, he doesn't think the Penguins make the playoffs. He thinks it's over. I hope he's wrong. 0-1 count to Semien. As Santana delivers, that's going to be in there for a cold strike. 0-2. Yeah, man, I hope the Penguins can turn it around. They are ahead of schedule. That's always nice to see. 0-2, here's the pitch. And that's called strike 3, and Semien wants to challenge. We'll see if he is granted another pitch. Getting the top of the zone. Semien rung up. He struck him out. Good pitch there by Santana. That's going to bring up Carson Bench, who, of course, hits. He got his first hit earlier, and that was a home run. Getting a standing ovation from this Mets crowd. They really seem to embrace this young man. That's always nice to see. That's got to help his confidence, as that's going to be upstairs 1-0. What game is this? Mets and Pirates. Brandon, you were here earlier. How did you not know this? Maybe leaving Washington. Yes, he may be. 1-0 count, as here is the pitch. That is outside 2. 3-0. Again, had a solo shot earlier, walked. In the minors last year, 857 OPS, 15 home runs, pretty solid. Pretty solid. 2-0 count, Santana kicks and deals. That's a big cut. And a big miss, strike one. I do enjoy Neil Walker as a color commentator. He is great. He really, honestly, his voice is like Tony Romo, but, you know, it's kind of like early Tony Romo, and Tony Romo was actually good. So that's going to be just inside 3-1. Just gives, like, great analysis. It's not just talking just to talk. So whenever he does fill in for Bob Walk, who is also great for the Pirates, he does a great job. Here's the 3-1. That's going to be low. Ball 4. So Benj on for his third time. 2 walks and, of course, and a home run for him. So a great debut. As that's going to bring up Francisco Alvarez. Alvarez going to try to get on. He's 2 for 3. 3-hour game. This game, first pitch was at 1:15 Eastern. It's 4:16 Eastern currently. As here's the pitch. That's going to be upstairs, but it's called a strike. Alvarez doesn't like the call. He's thinking about challenging. And Alvarez, of course, had a home run earlier. That one had projected 429 feet. Here's the 0-1. Check this swing. That's in there for a called strike very quickly. 0-2. He was hit by a pitch as well. Santana sets, kicks, and fires. That's going to be outside, and Benj gets his first stolen base. May as well have a day, Carson Benj. One and 2 count. Looks like Alvarez is going to call time. Again, appreciate you guys for tuning in. Definitely know that the game is definitely a little out of hand, barring a epic comeback by the Pirates. Would be amazing. But thank you guys for tuning in. Here's the 1-2, and that's going to be popped up. Alvarez, frustrated, slams the bat down as Lau is under it to make the catch. Route number 3. So we head to the top of the 9th, where the Pirates need to score 6 runs to keep it going. Would be pretty cool. Unlikely. Again, the Mets lead 11-5. All right, again, one final check around the league. Again, thank you guys for hanging out with me. Again, make sure to like and subscribe before you go. It is free, folks. It is free. The Brewers leading 9-1 over the White Sox. Nationals 7, Cubs 3. Make it 8-3. The Nationals tagging on the run. I'm telling you, the Nationals could be an exciting team this year. Don't think they'll make the playoffs, but I do think their offense has a lot of young weapons. Would be very interesting to see how they play. Of course, obviously just one game, but it'll be interesting. Again, their pitching going to be a problem. Their offense, a lot of young potential there. Of course, I really like James Wood. He's really good. Twins and the Orioles 0-0. Red Sox and the Reds 0-0 in that one, and 0-0s everywhere else with the Angels, Astros, Tigers, Padres, Rays, Cardinals, and then Rangers, Phillies. Shout out to Pittsburgh, Steel City. We got a Pittsburgh in Cali. Appreciate you not for tuning in. Hopefully it's better from this point out. But yeah, appreciate you there, Juggernaut. Appreciate you for tuning in. Here comes the good part, either the win or the end. Yeah. On your way back to DC this year. Nice, good stuff. But again, thank you for tuning in. Thank you guys all for tuning in for this one. Again, if you're a Pirates fan, make sure to like and subscribe. Again, the goal is to cover anywhere between 100 and 120 Pirates games. Again, 200 baseball games in general, as we'll do a lot of double headers. But yeah, and of course, a heads up, I will be missing this weekend's, finishing the series, as I'll be covering a lot of college basketball. That's been, producing football numbers for the channel, so I got to keep that going. But of course, again, it's going to be a lot of Pirates baseball, a lot of just MLB baseball in general, and of course, some UFL mixed in as well. Do you like UFC? I do not. I'm not a UFC guy. Sorry. Not a UFC guy. But yeah, make sure to, again, spread the word to, again, to the Bucko Nation. Or, of course, again, just other, baseball fans that I'll be on here. Of course, again, the big part of the channel is football. Again, I cover everybody, not exclusively the Steelers. We do 3 games every Sunday. Of course, Monday night, Thursday nights, and all that good stuff. All right, Luis Garcia is going to be in for the Mets to close things down to the 9th. Not a save situation, of course, as he delivers. That's in there for a called strike. Ryan O'Hearn at the plate. He's 1 for 3. Of course, went opposite field in his last at-bat. And appreciate you, Juggernaut, for tuning in, as that's going to be inside 1-1. Again, 1 for 3. Home run in the 6th. Pretty solid debut again for Brandon Lau and Ryan O'Hearn. 3 home runs combined. As here's the 1-1 that is outside 2-1. Again, nobody on here as we're just beginning the top of the 9th. Garcia sets, kicks, and deals. That's going to be inside, but it's called a strike. O'Hearn not going to challenge. As that evens count, I don't know, looked way inside, but I don't know. I guess doesn't want to do the OBS. They have 2 challenges. Pirates could do that. Here's the 2-2 as that's going to be hit, and that's going to get through for a base hit. Ball doesn't lie, folks. Actually, it lies quite a bit. That's why the whole thing started in the first place. As O'Hearn will reach on again with the single. Just subscribe. Appreciate you. Thank you very much. You're a legend. Appreciate it. As, again, we grow this channel. So O'Hearn is on at first. Jared Triolo is coming to the plate. He's 0 for 3. Again, looking to just kind of get that bat going. I mean, it's been a struggle for him. Many of these Pirates hitters in the majors. Here's the pitch. That's going to be hit to right center. That might split the gap. That will. That's going to drop in. And Triolo's definitely going to go to second. O'Hearn will stay at third, as that is a double. So Jared Triolo putting himself and O'Hearn in scoring position, and that'll bring up the left-handed hitting Spencer Horwitz. Again, a lot of potential for Spencer Horwitz. Can hit righties very well. Can he do it here? Nobody out. 2 men on. Garcia sets and delivers. That's going to be low, as it's 1-0. May have caught the zone, but hey, we're all good with it. Brewers up 10-1. Oh my goodness, the Brewers piling it on. I guess they saw my predictions there, Chris, and they took it personally. 1-0 count here to Spencer Horwitz. Here's the pitch. That's a swing and a miss on a pitch that was lower. Guess he's ready to get this offense going. 1-1 count to Spencer Horwitz. And runners on second and third. Here's the pitch. That's a swing and a miss. Strike 2. Chased it out of the zone yet again. Little eager there. Just got to chill out. Last year, OPS of 787. Again, was battling an injury to begin the season. Then struggled when he came back, but then really got it going the last, I would say, 6 weeks. Looking to see more of that Spencer Horwitz here in 2026. 1-2 count to Horwitz as Garcia is still set. Kicks and deals. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Down goes Horwitz. That'll bring up Nick Gonzalez playing third base today. Might see him a little bit. Brewers have been chomping at the bit. Not going to happen though. Brewers pretty good. Yeah, we'll see how they can replace the players that they lost. I think though, again, they can. Well, they're at their best. They are very good, as that's going to be a chopper foul. Nick Gonzalez 1 for 3 on the day. Of course, again, the Pirates play the Mets this weekend, Saturday, Sunday, to conclude the series. Then on Monday, travel to Cincinnati. Again, the goal for me is to cover, I believe I'll be able to cover every single one of those games, Monday through Wednesday. Here's the 0-1 as Gonzalez sends this to right center, and that's going to split the gap again. Gonzalez going to go to second, and it looks like he's going to drive in both those runs. That is a 2-run double for Nicky G, as it's now 7-11, always open. So, look, maybe the Pirates not giving up again. Spencer Horwitz would have been nice to have him on. Pretty much the exact same spot Jared Triolo hit that. But there you go, 11-7. Looks like Devin Williams warming up in the Mets bullpen. Again, that was a pretty good replacement there for Edwin Diaz. Or Diaz. Diaz? I don't know. Regardless, Henry Davis going to be coming to the plate, and he is 1 for 3. Had a double earlier in this one. Again, a runner on second. This game's not over. Probably is, but hey, the Pirates at least showing some life here in the ninth. That's always nice to see. Pavetta's killing me. Gave up 4 runs in the first. Looks like the umpire going to call for time. Something happened. What's everyone's favorite baseball movie? Bull Durham, Field of Dreams. I love Field of Dreams. I very much enjoy that one. Field of Dreams is great. Here's the pitch. That's going to be outside, but looks like Alvarez is going to call for the ABS. So we'll see if that is indeed the reality. Looks like it caught the zone. It is indeed a strike. It's now 0-1 to Henry Davis. Garcia smiling, like, thank you, sir. I do like the rookie as well with Dennis Quaid. That's pretty good. That's a good one. 0-1 count here to Davis. Again, runner on second, 1 out here in the top of the ninth. Here's the pitch as Davis sends this to left. That's towering, but it's not going to go very far as that is out of play. 0-2. So many key players are traded. Yep. Again, a lot of players, but I don't know if you're talking about, the Mets or the Brewers. But yeah, a lot of players on the move for a lot of different teams. Brand new season. Here's the 0-2 as Davis sends this to the left. Sounded good, but it's going to be well short as Soto's under it to make the catch. And the Pirates are down to their last outs as O'Neal Cruz will be coming to the plate. And Mets fans will rise and get a little bit louder. White Sox walked in another run. That is not good. The White Sox looking like the White Sox. Again, a high-scoring game here. 18 runs. Don't know if we expected this with these pitchers against Skeens and Peralta, but we were granted that. Here's the pitch to Cruz, as that's going to be inside. Ball 1. Cruz 1 for 4. Kyle Tucker on the Dodgers. Yeah, everyone moving around. A lot of stuff. A lot of craziness. So 1-0 as Garcia sets. Rocks and fires. Swing and a miss as he chased it way out of the zone. Garcia with a nasty splitter, I guess. He's fooled the Pirates hitters with that splitter. More so, again, specifically Horwitz and Cruz. As Garcia looks back at second. Here's the pitch. Check the swing. Did he go? He went. And the Pirates are down to their final strike. Oh, well. Hey, they put up a good fight. You got to like it. You got to like it. The Mets will be pretty good this year, you would assume. The Mets are standing, or everyone else, in the crowd is standing here for the potential final strike. Here's the 1-2. Cruz sends this to left, and that is going foul. Not too much crisis for the Pirates, I guess. They added a few batters. That's a lot for us. We added 3 bats. Added Gregory Soto. That's a crazy offseason for us. Usually we're trading players. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. That is your ball game, folks. As Cruz chased again a pitch out of the zone. And the Mets win 11-7. Quite a opening day game, honestly. A lot of runs here. Man, oh man, of course, the Pirates, you know, they played well. The Mets, of course, got to congratulate them. 11 runs on 11 hits. Pirates, 10 hits and an error. So, I don't know. I think the Mets, again, will be pretty good. We'll see how that goes going forward. As I'm going to go ahead and switch it before there's an ad playing. I don't want copyright, all that nonsense. But there you go. Again, if I had final thoughts here on the Pirates, try to compete here with North Shore 9 to take a little bit of their audience, because all they do is repeat the same old stuff for 162 days a year. It's like, oh, yeah, the Pirates could hit. Yeah, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. I don't know. Again, Cruz clearly still has not learned the position in center field. Pitching, obviously, you expect that to never happen again for the Pirates. Or not, I mean, it'll happen, obviously, but that's not going to be the norm. And, yeah, Pirates bats look good. Hopefully that is the norm. Because, again, there's a lot of outliers here. We got to hope, of course, the Pirates bats aren't an outlier as well. Hopefully that is more the status quo. But, yeah, Brandon Lau, you got to be really happy with what you saw from him. Ryan O'Hearn, again, went opposite field as well. Ozuna, he's got to get something going. Again, we kind of gave up our relationship with Andrew McCutchen for Marcell Ozuna. So that looks pretty bad. Good call. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Appreciate it a lot. I do thank you for the kind words. Appreciate you for tuning in. At least the offense is alive. Skeens won't do that every day. Exactly, yes. But again, we also got to hope that the offense, that's not an outlier as well. So that is not good. What games are you doing tonight? Again, we're going to be doing some basketball, college basketball. That's been big on the channel. We'll be doing Iowa, Nebraska, then Illinois, Houston. And then tomorrow we got Alabama, Michigan, and then Tennessee, Iowa State. And, of course, this weekend we'll be doing some more Elite Eights, as that will narrow it down. So, yes, I won't be covering the Pirates till next Monday. Hopefully you guys can understand that. Again, I hope to cover as much as possible. Let's see here. But, yeah, definitely want to I don't know, let you guys know, again, if you are a Pirates fan, make sure, again, to subscribe. Going to be doing about 100 to 120 Pirates games this year. And, of course, bouncing around baseball. My goal is to do about 200 MLB games. So, but, yeah, again, you just got to hope that the Pirates can get it going. Appreciate you again, Carl, for tuning in. Thank you, Morales, for sub. Appreciate you, man, for subbing. Better luck next game. BW, you doing the O's Twins game? If you want to send some peeps over there after you wrap. Yeah, no, for sure. We'll go ahead and look at who to look at to send over. But, yeah, thank you. Again, we'll be doing the college games. But, yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, again, the Pirates, you got to be happy with how they swung the bat. But, again, I don't know if I want to put a lot of stock in it yet. Because, like we're saying with Skeens, oh, well, that's not going to happen all the time. We all know that, right? But is that the case with the offense? And, again, Cruz is kind of pathetic that he hasn't really learned how to play center yet. I figured, they would have had him, in the offseason work on catching fly balls in the sun. Put on some sunglasses. That'd be pretty nice. And then just trying to, again, on the run, making catches. Under it, making, just stuff like that. But apparently not. So that's a little frustrating. But anyway, yeah, that'll pretty much do it. So, again, if you're a Pirates fan, I guess go to North Shore 9. And, again, I like them. They just repeat the same thing over and over. I don't know how people can watch that 162 days a year. They have nice graphics, though. They really do. I'll admit, I really enjoy their graphics. I'm going to probably take some. They have really good graphics. Not to trash them. They're great, but again, I can't do like a post-game wrap like every single day. I mean, you're just going to run out of things to talk about. You're just talking out of your butt, really. Anyway, yeah, let's see what's going on here. Yeah, I can't do a redirect, but what I can do is I'll post the link. I can post the link there. If you guys do want some baseball, I can direct you guys to a couple of guys that are calling their games. BW, he's got a lot of people. Geez, that is where he's at its best. So this is BW, Orioles Birdwatcher. Again, if you go to the chat, make sure you let him know that the doctor sent you there. Again, he's a friend of the channel. Good luck to him. I know he's really excited to get back and going. Play-by-play with JJ's going to be covering the Phillies. So you got the Orioles, Twins, Phillies, Rangers. The link's down below. Again, make sure to let them know whenever you're there that the doctor sent you. So that is pretty much it. Let me see if there's anything else. I don't really know. Let's see. Sorry, folks. Okay, that'll do it for me. Thank you guys for watching. I will catch you guys in the next one. Again, I'm gonna go live tonight for Iowa, Nebraska. I will see you guys then. Y'all take care, and yeah, peace.
Dr. Delay is alive, baseball is here. Oh, hot dogs, lights, and fans that cheer. Yankees swing big.